Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? Oh, I hope you guys are doing great. It's nice and warm over here. The weather is beautiful. Perfect combination. Breeze, not too hot, and enough breeze. Just the way it ought to be. I hope you guys are having a wonderful welcome to a brand new month. I forgot to say happy new month to everyone. Welcome to a brand new month. Eh? Month that is going to produce a lot of results for all of us as you desire. That is what it will be. And of course, you guys already know. Now this month, now we go know whether Kasala go boss or whether una grandfathers, una great grandfathers, fossils, when they refuse to leave, whether they go borrow themselves sense, we go know in time. Okay. So Miss B, welcome. Greetings, ma. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. You're the first person, no, you beat highly favored. Hey, Cynthia, darling. Oh my God, I'm so glad you caught the life. I've missed my village sisters and brothers. So let me just put that out there. Neka, my love. Neka. Oh, so good to see everyone. I miss Marriott. I miss Mirabelle. I miss all these people. I say, hey, don't when I connect with my village people. Make I see whether I go use this one attract them. I don't miss you now. Happy new month, Cynthia. How you doing, my darling? Cynthia of life. Oh my God, it's 11:20 p.m. Oh my, I know it's usually earlier than usual. Oh, I'm glad you could catch it though, Cynthia. So good to have you on. Thank you so much for stopping by. Greetings, Miss B. Greetings, ma. Welcome. Thank you very much. I know, Neka. In fact, I miss. God, oh, many people doing I miss. So, hey, oh my God. I hope they're able to make it, sha. But anyway, how na day now? It's they happen today. Na just cruise. Oh, I know they that politics. I go hang until tomorrow. I resume again tomorrow. Oh yeah, okay. Summer holidays are wrapping up. Oh wow. It's warm here. Oh, it's so warm. Well, it rained yesterday. So usually when it rains, it usually means it's about to get into winter. So it's and the weather is perfect today, honestly. Your fridge can finally rest. City, I know, eh? Hey, God, ice cream, oh, cold drinks, oh, water, everything. Be opening fridge every 5 seconds. I feel you. I know that one. Where, eh? How na day? How every, my people. Anything one I will talk about today, now we will talk. Oh, me, I don't get any topic at all. But it get one video when I see Sha that I would like to make I change device so that I go fit share this video with una then we fit talk about am. Make una forgive me oh, I no know say this man um is it Nino Ola whatever Nini Ola wetin dem dey call the na Hollywood actor sha. I no really know the guy like that. I no know them like that, but it's just been all over the news, especially TikTok sha, because na TikTok na my place when I take dey catch cruise. After hot politics, I go just go there. There's so many funny people on that TikTok. I go laugh all by myself. I go just dey laugh. Eh? TikTok is fun oh. I mean, they say it depends on what comes on your For You page, as they say. But me, I get correct things on my For You page oh. There's a lot of history, a lot of learning on my For You page. Maybe it's what I like to watch though. And a lot of comedy. So my For You page is packed full of amazing fun things, fun people. So anyway, I just saw this video. They kept going on about Nini. I saw, who is this Nini? Who is Nini? Who is doing who? I don't understand what's going on. What's happening? Omo, Ashe, I don't know. They say the guy, whether he leave him wife, I mean, him wife leave him. One thing like that. Now people, some they cry. Some people they really seriously crying, like making videos crying that oh no, this should not be happening. Oh my God, he left his wife. Oh no, she broke up with him or something crazy. I'm like, what? Who is this guy? Why are people so emotional about this? People have been divorcing every day now. It's not new. Life happens. People they cry every day. That doesn't stop life from happening. Those are realities of life. So I know that, but it got me interested. I was like, let me find out what's up with all this noise that these people are making. But now I can see this video. I can say, okay, maybe I will talk a little bit, or maybe we can touch on this a little bit. And I know really the gist. I can't the one that say true. Hey, China, sir, welcome, my darling. Long time. It's so good to see everyone. My sister, what's new on my lane? Hey, my sister, politics is not letting me. Cynthia of life. Politics is not letting me see roads. The battle for my country, I would say for the whole of Africa. To be honest, right now, I'm an embodiment of Africa. I'm from Burkina Faso. I'm from Niger. I'm from Mali. I'm from Guinea. Name it. That's where I'm from. I'm from Sierra Leone. I'm from Cameroon. I'm all African. Anything when go work for Africa, na me day after right now. I no send anybody, Papa. Eh? So that's what I've been up to, my sister, Cynthia. Eh? That's what I've been up to. Because somebody's got to do it. People's got to do it. Otherwise, we're about to. If we not wake up, we go just meet. Say they don't sell everywhere. Carry this thing, give us. God forbid. We must be vigilant, though. So everybody has to be active about this one. But hey, who am I now? That's all I know. Now wait till I know now they talk so no no disrespect to anyone. Welcome, victory all the way. Welcome, welcome, my brother. Cynthia says crying for a couple. I know it was really weird. That's what got me. I was like, who are these people? I don't understand. People literally crying that the guy broke up, or whether it's the wife that broke up with him or he broke up with his wife. I'm not sure but they were crying. I'm like, why are you people crying? For what? I don't understand. I mean, divorces just did not start happening. Am I missing something? Honestly, it got me. I was not like, okay, you know it. I be like, say, I go bring. Let me see. Sorry. Sorry, I bet more than obvious. That was a bit loud. I'm trying to set up myself. I know people are so weird. Honestly, Cynthia, I thought it was weird. I was like, what is going on? Am I missing something? Why are people crying? Why are these people crying about stuff that you have no business with? I don't understand that. You know, my dear sister, that's exactly how I felt too. I was like, no, this is ridiculous. You know. Sissy said, politics won't let me breathe. Oh my God, Cynthia, my sister, politics don't let me breathe again. Hey, I have become something I didn't know I was. Oh, I'm telling you, it's crazy. But I guess you keep finding out about yourself. Mm. Um, Nineka saying tire, my sister, Miss F tire. Bamidele, welcome. I really appreciate Bamidele. You know why I appreciate Bamidele? Bamidele, whether I dey talk village matter things, whether I'm talking politics, Bamidele supports na now 100%. Neka too. Not only see and Cynthia too, though, but because Cynthia, the time zone different for Cynthia. Even Mirabel and Muriel, to be honest, they stop by every once in a while and just I'm sure Mirabel is busy making trouble. That's why she hasn't shown up. Mirabel, if you're hearing me, I love you and I miss you. You and Marriott, especially. You guys, I hope you're doing well. I heard it too, my brother. I've been looking for the information. Actually, when I heard it not too long ago. I was like, what the hell? Are you kidding me, Cameroon? I'll be happy. I'm not gonna lie. Paul Biya needs to go in Cameroon. I go happy, I go dance. Hey, I've not heard anything. So I'm still, my ears are to the ground. I haven't been able to confirm it. Yeah, I've been paying attention. I never Cece, oh, yeah, Cynthia says you are political. Oh, thank you, sis. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Not meaning to be an ambassador, but man, I can't stand ugly. I can't stand injustice. I just can't stand it anymore. I can't. And for what they're trying to do to our lands and our people, man, if we don't wake up, man, these people, we have no friends. So I hope you guys are now understanding that we have no friends anywhere. We don't. We are all we've got as Africans. I think we need to start letting that sink in very deep. Uh, okay, let me switch devices. Mm. Bamidele says, why can't people mind their business? I know it's crazy. I'm watching them. I'm like, why are these people crying? I don't understand. The divorces just start happening. I don't get it. To be honest, I don't get it.
Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I just switched my device because I'm trying to pull up this video for you guys. Uh, where is this? Okay. I know, Bamidele, honestly, it's really funny to me. I don't understand it. Ah, it doesn't make any sense. You're crying for somebody that doesn't even know you exist. That one, they wonder me. Oh. I don't understand. I come and tire. Ah, I say to. Oh, now different things they do different people. Oh, person no they know finish. I tire, I no go lie. How they wonder, say, wait a minute, what's going on here? Am I missing something? Literal tears. Like they look so good together. They're the perfect couple. Oh, I don't believe in this anymore. I don't believe in, marriage this, marriage that. Am I for real? What about your father and your mother? I don't understand. What about your parents, man? Your parents should even be your yardstick. Their own marriages lasted their whole lifetime. So where do you want to put that one? If you are crying, where do you want to put the marriage that your parents have successfully, hey, Egbami, achieved? You understand? I can't dey wonder, say, yeah, maybe it's me, oh, because me. Because I don't understand why. If I'm not able to share the video, I'm just going to play it on my phone so you guys can hear it. Let me try and see. Uh, China also says each day unfolds new things. I know, yeah, exactly, China. So that's so right. That is apt. Every day you discover new things about yourself. If anybody had told me, oh man, you're going to be doing politics, this or now, I would say, I beg, go and sit somewhere. Who has time for that? Don't disturb me. I beg. I've never finished enjoying my soft life. I mean, now come and add politics. I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. Honestly, I would say no. I would deny it. I would literally deny it. But here I am. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know I had this in me. Really? For real? For real? I have no idea. So let's see. Okay. Let me see. It better come up. been bragging about you. Don't dull, oh, don't dull. Oh. Okay. And then there's a voice of wilderness crying for in fact, my sister. My own the one I don't do don't pass cry. In fact, I don't know it I won't call out. But thank you, Tina. So I really appreciate. Uh oh, I'm really thank you. That is so wonderful to hear. Special junior people, that is so wonderful. Oh, I really appreciate. Thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. We are all we've got now. Now to help, we need to help each other grow. As soon as they help me grow, so now now all of us they do it together. Nobody is special pass. You understand? So now thank you so much though. I really appreciate the kind comments. See as my belle just dey totori me as she just complain. Oh, e good make person dey talk good thing about you my people. See as my mood just change. Ay yaya. China, so thank you oh. You just pour cold water. You give me cold water drink now. It's like drinking cold water in the hot sunny day on a hot sunny day. Oh my God. Hey, Miss Omarege, welcome. Good to have you, my sister. Greetings, specially. Happy Sunday to you. Oh, really? Share am with me now. Send am to my email. You no fit post am for here. YouTube no dey allow link. Just send am to my email. May I play that video? I can't share it, unfortunately. Or so I'll just play it so you guys can hear, okay? Miss Omarege, abeg just send am to my email. I don send post am now. Thank you very much, Inas. I appreciate. Natu swings by. Oh yeah, let me not forget Natu. Natu, wherever you are, I love you, girl. Thank you so much. Natu swings by every now and again, and she keeps saying, does what she says what she gotta say, and then she goes because she's on a different time zone, so she's like 3 hours ahead of me. And most times when I come on, it's almost bedtime where she is. So it's not to my love. If you're hearing me, I love you, I appreciate you, and I miss you too. So if you can stop by today, that would be amazing. So we can all catch up. So let me play this video for you guys. In the meantime, well, Miss Omoregia, she sent me that video. I will look out for him. But in the meantime, let me play this video and let me know when you can hear it, okay? I'm gonna turn up my volume right now. Many of you now don't see this our brother in Alowo, and his marriage hit the rock recently. He actually announced am by himself. See, I not there here because of him. Because if it happened to anybody, including myself, but I want to say one thing. For now, right now, if you get woman for us, I know they like to send message to men because I feel say sometimes they don't get it. Of themselves, their action before they get it. But as women, we grow every day when it comes to relationship, children, life, our work, ourselves. Every single day we grow. Sorry to say, men are not like that. Men get it when they get it. You understand what I mean? Especially when it comes to relationship, marriage, even quick and to matter. If you never shook hand for man eye, they don't get it. If something never hits them, they know they get out. But if you're here, you still have the time to be here. My brother, listen to me. Not be prick that say they do marriage. Not be as I be knock that say they do marriage. Okay, let me share. I think I found the video now. 1 second. Let me share it. She made a lot of sense to listen to it. To me, though, I think she made some very good. She made very, very great points, man. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Morigi. I will check it out now. Let me just share this. Let me know. Can you see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Can I get a yes? Yes. Can I get a yeah? Can I get a yeah? Yeah. I don't talk to hey, Mona. I dey drop lyrics now. See rapping. Hey, easy. Hey, very soon now, I fit make album. Mona not play with me. Okay, let me share the video.
I know say by now many of una don't see this our brother Nina Lowo. and his marriage hit the rock recently. He actually announced by himself. See, I'm not there here because of her. Because if it happened to anybody, including myself, but I want to say one thing. For now, right now, if you get woman for us, I know they like to the same message to men because they don't get it. They have to come to terms of themselves, their action before they get it. But as women, we grow every day when it comes to relationship, children, life, our work, ourself. Every single day we grow. Sorry to say, men are not like that. Men get it when they get it. You understand what I mean? Especially when it comes to relationship, marriage, even pre-canto matter. If you never shook hand for man eye, they don't get it. If something never hits them, they know they get them. But if you're here, you still have the time to be here. My brother, listen to me. Not be prick that say they do marriage. Not be as I be knack that say they do marriage. Not be I get money, I fine. I be Odunga for my area. Men they respect me, they say they do marriage. It's totally different. Your mama feel they give you some kind of respect. You know feel expect them from your wife. Your community feel put you for high chair. You know feel expect them from your wife. Because this is where you come now and rest your head, not with your community. Do you understand what I mean? This person, you treat them with love and respect. Woman, not they leave man the day where she leave man. Listen again, like say you know here. The day where woman say, I know they do again, not be that day she decide. It not just happen quick, but no, it don't happen long before. The night when she cry, the day when you disrespect her for public, the day when she did meeting you talk to her anyhow, when you come house late, when you not value her, when you not care about her when she get belly, when you not care about the children, we they gather around. We know, say we get pressure of marriage for our shoulder. We know that. It comes from the society. It comes from our government. It comes from everybody. You be woman, what you dey do for them? That's about to do. Your mother, your mother, your mother. You understand me? The pressure on us is too much. The least person we expect pressure from is the man we will deal with. I don't know if you get it. The pressure they follow us from our papa and mama house, they come. The least place where we for one pressure. Now the place where we be say we don't come now. Life one began. New life. I always say it. Marriage or solid relationship is not the end. It's the beginning of another chapter. Do you understand me? And we want to spend that chapter every single day, every single minute with the person we respect and love us. It's not just you that deserve respect. Most of this relationship where they crash, now lack of
It's
respect
Chacho,
from the man's
darling.
side to the woman.
Welcome.
This our brother, so right? What happen? It don't they do anyhow before. You know they we know they to see your wife before. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? The wife don't they show signs say before it come dey like you want quick patch things up. Like I said in the beginning, I say men don't get it until they get it. If you they listen, you understand what I mean? They don't get it until they get it. How they say they get it when they get creep now that time they all of a sudden I want to lose her. How is it gonna break? Is it gonna scatter? Oh, I just say got no time anymore. You don't need that, my brother. Do you know you could learn every day, even from the woman, by listening to her? Some of you don't listen. Hey, you talk too much. You're wild too much. No, this is your woman. My brother, this is not your mother when you say, when I turn 18, I move out. This is not it. Nobody they plan marriage say, if you don't do any, I'll just come out. Nobody. We all enter marriage in anticipation of say we are living the rest of our life with these people. Something fit can happen, say it not work out. But you see when mistake is coming from one person and is affecting the other person, she not live the day she live. My brother, try to calm down. If you want to do chairman, go to Agbero community and do that. Honestly, they will let you actually take their leadership. Say, come be our leader and lead us into Agbero ship. A woman will let you lead her, don't get me wrong. But if you know what you're doing, what are the qualities and criteria of a good leader? You have to be respectful. You have to be gentle. You have to be open to ideas. You cannot always be in control. That's not a sign of a leader. A leader would want to listen to other people's opinion. Do you see? It is part of leadership. A lead, except you are a dictator. A dictator don't want to take advice or listen to anybody. They think they're in charge every time. But a good leader would listen. A
Mm.
good leader will hear his people's out. A good leader will think twice. A good leader will calm down and hold his peace to see how things they go. You observe, you give people opportunity. That's a good leader. A good leader must have great understanding. A good leader must be passionate. A good leader must be encouraging. I don't know if you get these things. You cannot be a good leader in your marriage when you don't know these things. How do you lead if you don't have these qualities and criteria? You cannot lead. You cannot do say you know everything all the time
Mm.
in a marriage. Sometimes one come down for the other. The other day, the other person come down for this one. It just keep going. We both cannot be this, or I'm here every time and you are here. It doesn't work. One day I'm just gonna slide away, and that's the end of it. When you try to fix it, you can't anymore, because I've been here since. I only just slip down and then I'm gone. Do you understand what I mean? You can't be doing power every time. See, my brother, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm a relationship expert, not be format. I get my certificate. I tell you, it no go work. Power, it no go work. Now the blood where they your vein, they flow for this woman vein. You say you stubborn, she too stubborn. You're a Nigerian, an African strong man. You have a strong queen by your side, boo. You have to understand the same blood, African blood that flows in your vein, flows in your queen's vein. Do you get it? You both have to come together as a team, not fight each other, but fight together. Does that make sense? I don't know if you get it. But when you lose a good woman, you never remain the same again. My brother, listen, see, you know me say this woman not they crazy. You know me say she not get small score for it. No, 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 that's not like, oh, you're not good woman. That's not what I'm talking about. A good woman, a good woman, if you miss her, if you lose her, you no go turn better man again for your life. Or if you man
Mm.
talking for Benin, you no go turn person again when that part of or piece of you is gone, and you know.
Kai, that is deep. Una hear that one? May I play again? May I play that part? May I move am back small? E con even no no, that is deep. I'm telling you, you can gain wisdom from anybody, even a child you can gain wisdom from. This woman is spitting wisdom, man.
Good woman, if you miss her, if you lose her, you no go turn better man again for your life. Or if you man talking for Benin, you no go turn person again when that part of or piece of you is gone, and you know that you can never have her anymore. My brother, think your wife right now. I don't know what she did do you, but think your woman right now being with another man, and she's happy as hell. You see your children another man roof. How you go feel? Or the house where you get, you go say you live am for there. Another man they come there. How will you feel? My brother, calm down. Marriage not be politics.
Mm.
Marriage is real people, real feelings, real emotion. Respect it, value it, cherish it. I know say by now many of una don't see this.
Una don hear? Na dat one I see, na dis video I see, I say wow, dis woman no talk. This woman talk everything finish. I'm telling you, she talk everything when she talk, makes sense. Makes sense. Die. I can't even add to it. I can't remove. So after seeing all these videos with all these wailing women, wailing men, some of them saying the man, the problem is that the man is too fine. I'm like, who? Who is fine? I don't understand. Who is the fine person? I have to go and find out who this person was. And then I was like, this is fine, okay. To each their own. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some people like that kind of muscle grabbing, all those things. But anyway, different strokes for different folk. Okay, you had the women advising the girl, like, don't let him go, don't let him go. You are not going to find, nobody else can be like that man. You have to hold him, take whatever he does. Some people say, oh no, I don't believe in marriage anymore. Marriage is for losers. No, I'm never ever. Oh, never gonna get married, never gonna do it. Some say, oh my God, I don't believe it. If this one can break up, that means there's no hope for me. I'm rolling on the ground going, really? Seriously, people? Una dey look internet, una dey look onto social media to encourage una to do something. Una forget say na different head people carry come life. This woman just broke it down all the way. Whatever happen in their marriages, me, I no send anybody papa. I no dey kukuma follow all dis yeye British celebrities, whatever they are called, right? But at the end of the day, they're human. They will have human experience. Okay, whatever made them break up, they know they are adults. I will say it again. Look to your parents as idols, biko. Look to them as examples, because guess what? There's no example out there. Even the seemingly perfect one, you see what happens? Most of these people will roll into social media, dress, wear the same clothes. Where the woman go dress up, man go dress up, you go see them, they hold hand. You go think say, oh my God, this is love, this is real love. In your head, you be calculating your own to be like that. Oh my, it doesn't work like that. Is it not human beings? Human emotions. Human beings are very fickle. Is it human being you want to be looking at? See, people will make believe for you. They will build castles in the air. Your throat, if you are the type that is not content, your throat will be longing. You'll be like, oh my God, I wish I can just be in love now. I have somebody. Oh my, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Do what works for you. Don't look to nobody. If you have examples in your families, look to that, because that's the most realistic you will get. If you have parents who've done marriage successfully, look to them. And when you find out, you'll find out that their marriage was not so perfect after all. But they will have practical solutions for you. They will give you wisdom that will carry you through. If you are looking to social media, looking to flower, all these people that will dress up, go and borrow clothes. In some cases, some of them will go and loan money to do up their wardrobe, to come and tell you how, omo, is all a lie. Most of them do it for the followership. You know that? Most of them do that thing for followership, to gain many followers, to gain many people. Oh, Mo, look at, oh my God, the marriage is so beautiful. Oh no, look at them, they look so perfect together. Oh my, it's not bad like that. Human beings are difficult. We are complex beings. Look to yourself, look to your immediate example, look to your parents. If they're successful at it, if they are not, look to your uncle or your auntie or your sister or those are the most realistic that you can hold up and put on the pedestal. You see all these ones on social media, it's all for the money, it's all for show. I can't tell you how many videos I saw of them crying. I'm like, really? Somebody else's life? Are you guys serious right now? You are crying over somebody else's life that doesn't even know you exist. Oh, Coco Bioko. Marriott! Marriott, I missed you. I was just talking about you. Be like say your ear was twitching as we were talking about you. You and Mirabe, Mira, Nekawe Mira. Eh? So good to have you, Marriott. Happy Sunday, my darling. Eh? Oh, really? Is that what happened? Neka, he cheated and they couldn't get their marriage back. Oh, okay, Lobaton. Oh, you know what? I did see a video of some guy talking about it and was saying that um he said something about the guy had been cheating and she had been putting up with it, that maybe she just got to her breaking point or something like that. I think I saw a video like that too. When I was watching all the whalers, some were making me laugh, some were like this one was the only one I found that made sense was only this woman, this lady that spoke. The rest na cries, na tears. I say to the situation of Nigeria never reach una take cry. Na another person na another person marriage now I wan cry put. Una no get petrol don increase. Una dem don turn una from naira economy to dollar economy. Una no dey cry. Na another person matter na una carry for head dey cry, dey sell, dey hawk. Like who dey hawk tomatoes. Oh my God. Hey, man. Cynthia say, I'm not married, but I hear from couples that have been married a while is that marriage isn't glamorous. It's not. Exactly, Cynthia, it is not. If you have friends that are married, the ones that will tell you the truth, too, I'm not saying because some of these people don't tell you the truth. But if you have friends that are married that you're around, they will tell you the truth. You will realize it was through my friends and my relatives, my parents. Am I even going too far? It was with my parents. First of all, I first knew that marriage is not perfect. As wonderful as my dad was, as wonderful as my mom was, their marriage was not perfect. There were things that I disagreed with that I was like, ew, never, not me, ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you, I saw that. I saw with my cousins, relatives that are married. There is so opposite of what they show you on social media. If you don't see, you don't have to have, if you don't have any family or relative that you can look, there are people around you that will tell you the truth, that you can use as a yardstick. Don't waste your time with social media people. They are all trying to make you wish for the sky. Illusions, nobody like see me, you see me now, you don't see me anymore. You see me now, you don't. That's what it is. Better be realistic, man. Face your life with sparkling. If you don't have your eyes not is paining you, go and collect glasses so that you can see properly. Because what they are doing on social media is not it oh, it's very far from reality. All you know is what they show you. It takes work, compromising, and the everyday. There are times that I've heard my friends tell me there are times she doesn't like her husband, she can't even stand him. And there are times he feels the same exact way. There are times, days, they are in the same house, they're not going to talk. That not mean say they're not one day married to each other, but they just don't want to be bothered by each other. And then you be listening to someone on social media wearing and co and making you feel like you are missing out on something. My people, no fall for the scam. Oh. It's scam. It's a scam. In the meantime, let me go and check. I put fish for my oven, make the thing not go burn. Since I did talk about this one, let me first remove this one. I play one thing for now. Thank you, Miss Omorige, for sharing this. Let me play this so that you guys can laugh while I check what's cooking.
Make noise, my wife, make noise, all the friends, make noise, ready. Tell them to make noise. Noise, noise. Ready. Tell them to make noise. Make noise. Tell them to make noise. Make noise. I'm calling you, my son, to make noise. My wife, to make noise. All the friends, make noise. Ready.
Okay. Thank you for that, Mr. Morgan. I appreciate. Yep, the guy has been making noise. And we are here making our own noise. See how perfect that fits? Oh, by the way, somebody shared a video with me of Sister B's short clip. Obodo Yubo's short clip on marriage. So let me quickly share that. Thank you, Sister Reader, for sharing that. She shared it with me. And I want to share it with you guys. I think this also made so much sense.
Poor as a husband.
Oh, let me see. Where do I start it from? Hold on.
It's an empty cup like this. That's what marriage is. Hmm? You pour as a husband. As a wife, you reciprocate. You pour. The husband pours. The wife pours. That's how you continue to feel it. Like that. Pour. One. The other person pours. You continue to pour until it will be full. Even if it is not full, at least it will halfway. But the problem is when one person, a situation whereby, this is a very, very practical example. When one person, whether it's the husband or the wife, is the one doing all the pouring, you'll be pouring. After a while, you're going to run out of water. You cannot pour from an empty cup. When one person is doing the pouring, the other person is not pouring at all. They will burn out. They'll be tired. So it takes two to work together. It's an empty cup like.
Okay. So you guys hear that, right? It is an empty cup. That's what they talk. Instead of looking to these people that don't know what they are doing, it's just paparazzi. All of them is to come and pepper you on social media. Like, oh, look at my life. It's so perfect. Oh, look at me. I'm enjoying. It's beautiful. Right? Everybody, especially young, vulnerable girls. Oh, God, when? When, God, when? Oh, when? Look, life, everybody gets their parts. Stand your own. Do your own thing along your own path. If that's meant to happen for you, it will happen naturally. You don't need to force it. You don't even need to look for it. As you are busy with your life doing what you need to do, it will come to you. Marriage is not everybody is going to marry. That one me I know from long time. Not everybody. It's not everybody that wants this kind of life where you are forever answering to somebody. It's not everybody that likes it. It might sound odd to some people. It's a fact. There are people like that existing. You know, that's what they feel. Maybe that's what they know from their experience, from where they're coming from. So they don't want anything to do with that. There's some people who don't want to have children, not because they can't. It's just a choice they've made because they feel like they're not going to be able to give the child what a true mother would. Because I've met some people who would say that because of their childhood and the way they came up and how difficult and traumatic it was for them, it traumatizes them and keeps them from not wanting to have children. You know that? I know someone who, was married. The husband really wanted kids. She didn't want kids, right? Because of fears. She had lost an aunt during pregnancy. As a child, she heard that, and that thing like created memories in her head where when she got married, she didn't want to have children. But it took her understanding husband, you know, to kind of walk her through the process, talk to her, make her feel safe enough for even now she has three beautiful children. See, wetin be your own be your own. You no need to force am. All dis social media dis thing wey pipu dey run follow. Look, it is to pepper you pipu, pepper dem, pepper dem, and sometimes maybe not for pepper, sometimes it's for the money, for the follows. I hear that there's a lot of money in couple social media something. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. So you have to understand that. Yeah, Cynthia, yeah, stop looking at these marriages who post how happy they are. They are not happy every day. I'm not happy every day. Me when be human being, I'm not dey happy every day. How do you expect people to be happy every? It's not possible. It's not possible. Ce n'est pas possible. Eh, oh, see me now. I don dey drop French. Hey, wow. I tell now, I'm moving to Burkina Faso. Hey, Senepla. No, once they don't create, they'll create their own Lingua Franca. I go learn am. I go change my name. Amina, my Burkina Faso name na Aminata. By the way, ma just tell now up front. uh Every day they're only posting their highlight reels. My sister Cynthia, please speak on it louder. They're only posting their highlight reels. It's 90%, 99% all fabu lies. Lórí irọ́, on top of irọ́, òóre, òóre. How dem dey talk for there? Do your life, live your life. If you must have a man, shine your eye. You understand? Shine your eye. Don't go and carry rubbish because you are looking for a man. Remember the video I shared the last time? I know most people were not here. The one, apparently, one lady that is into organic skin product, something, something. I don't know. I went to carry one guy like that. The guy came and was washing all her dirty linens outside. It was hard to listen to. Don't want to carry somebody because it's desperation that leads people to men like that. And low self-esteem. When your self-esteem has hit rock bottom, it has crash landed. Then you not be you now think, oh yeah, I'll make it work. No, you cannot make anything work. You cannot. If it's going to work, it's going to work. Whatever, whoever's going to stay with you will stay. You don't have to be fantastic. You don't even know how to, you don't need to know how to cook. I have friends who don't know how to cook. Now their husbands they cook. And their marriages have survived 20 years, some 25 years. So it's not, look, there's no yardstick. Just find your own. Your own, abi, let your own locate you, whatever in your direction. Whether na you meet am, na him meet you, whichever one, as long as you're right for each other. At the end of the day, should you not be pursuing peace? Not be peace, not be person supposed to be pursue. Eh? Yeah. I know, Mirabel. Mirabel is tired. I know. Mirabel will come here. I miss Mirabel's trouble. Let me not say too much before she shows up here and starts disturbing my life. Hey, Scenes of Life. Omo, welcome. Oh, I really appreciate seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my God. Thank you so much. This is family. Oh. Family in the house. Thank you, sis, for stopping by. Bamidele, yep. Even the Bible says marriage is not. Yeah, exactly. They don't read that part. They jump over that. They just gloss over that. It's not for everybody. You're not. Unfortunately, right? For us in Africa, you kind of, as you go along in life, that's when some people start to realize it. Because when you're a child, they groom you for marriage. They groom you. Especially the women, they groom you for marriage. They don't tell you, there's no training, nobody's telling you anything. So you don't know, you're coming in, you don't know nothing. You don't even know that if that's the path God wants for you, your creator wants for you. You don't even know. Some people have lost their lives in marriages and they had solutions for our world's problem right now, but they're never going to be able to give that solution because they're no longer with us. You know, I understand the place of family. I do appreciate marriages. I appreciate successful marriages, not just marriages. I beg. Successful ones. And it's not about the big celebration. People get caught up with, oh my God, big celebration. This thing, oh, my cake, my dress, oh, the people I will invite. It's not about that. I have a friend who got married recently. They just did, it was me and maybe like five other people that they invite. All of us just come sit down. After everything, they do wetin they want to finish. She did the traditional aspect of it in their living room right there with only a few people. We not reach, like, if we too plenty, like 20 of us, because family, her family, his family, and then her few friends. And then after that, we just go, They had somebody cook privately for us, private people. All of us sit down, we eat, they do music, we dance. In fact, I became DJ at the end. I started to play music. Everybody dance, we enjoy. Everybody say bye bye at the end of the day. Almost. And these two people, very successful individuals, extremely successful. So it's not even about, oh, they didn't have the money, that's why. Nah, just they just wanted to keep it quiet and private. So people don't even know that they're married because she doesn't wear. They don't believe in wearing rings. She doesn't wear a ring. The man doesn't wear a ring. That's just they don't believe in it. So I beg, please look to your parents. I beg, if you don't have good examples in your parents, look to family, look to friends that have successful marriages, look to elders in your community, look to relatives, somebody, you know please. Couples channel especially is very, I heard that, Cynthia. It's funny you said that. I can't remember where I heard it, but I heard it that the couples, especially interracial couples, is very lucrative on YouTube. Oh, really? I think I know who this. I've seen a few of her posts. Patricia Bright. She's based in the UK, right? I think so. Go her channel when she started including her then boyfriend now. I heard somebody said it. Somebody said it's very lucrative. I say, I just said, okay, I didn't know. Eh. I know, family reunion. No, I'm telling you, so amazing. I'm happy. It's only Mirabelle I'm missing here. Oh. No, Mirabelle and ah, oh my God, what's her name now? Hey, people named all there. Mona not vessel. Politics not let me sing though. That don't forget. Welcome, Mr. Pius. Happy Sunday to you. Good to have you. Today na cruise, oh, no politics today. I dey take break. Tomorrow I resume. Today I'm catching up. We're just cruising and making some noise of our own. So whatever you bring, please share amongst yourself. If you bring kola nut, share your kola nut, your palm wine, share buns, puff puff, egg rolls, fish roll, whichever one you have, please. You both should just share it amongst yourselves. It's a day to commune as a family. Eh, I know, Nick. I know since I don't keep quiet. I beg, I no fit shout. I know why. Maybe I will not come find me in trouble because when she come now, that her mouth when dey sharp up and down. So, I beg, I no fit for me. I be wahala. Now she and Marriott, na im fit each other. Maybe Marriott go go tell her wetin I talk. Now I no know. If you tell her, I ready for two of una. Cause na so na dey come. Marriott go find my trouble small, Mirabel go follow, go come increase the volume. Ah, exactly. That's it, girl. Just do a little thing, man. We don't need to know. Just say, hey, I've done it. Oh, whenever we know, we know. To be honest, right? Whenever we know, apart from your close friends, apart from the people you consider close to you that you want to share, you feel like you want to share that information. But I really think that it's a personal and a private thing. It's a private success. Why do you want to put it all out there? And I'm a bit superstitious about stuff like that. There are things I would not share publicly. That's just who I am. I can't. I don't feel comfortable. Like I had a friend who was pregnant one time, and she did her picture thing, her everything. She revealed. I was like, the one part she took like a naked. I couldn't take it. I couldn't. I ran away. I was like, who you are? Who go they observe all this kind of rubbish? I beg, I beg, I beg. I ran. I can't. I even told her, I'm like, you want to share all that? She's like, yeah, it's not a big. I mean, it's not a big deal, I'm like, okay, I bowed quickly. I know fit. To me, it was just too much exposure. That's me. I'm different from every other person. I'm not no diss to anyone who feels like they need to share that. Please, this is not. I'm not trying to diss anyone. I'm just talking about myself. What me I cannot do. So you don't think that I'm trying to softball diss you? I beg. I'm not. Eh? Mm-hmm. Uh, Abio, Cynthia, in fact, we go flood that channel, all of us. See Cynthia and her hobby. Hey, All of us will come say, abeg, let's go and find out what's the kind of soft life Cynthia is living right now. Abeg, let's live vicariously through her. Eh? Let's live vicariously through Cynthia. That's what we'll say. Be like, all of us will rush, we'll just pack. We'll see Cynthia's channel is she's coming live, she's coming live. Oh yeah, let's go and live vicariously through. Cynthia is living soft life. Oh, let's run. Girl, you in fact, I heard that. I was like, really? A couple's channel is a lucrative one. I'm like, interesting. Okay. I didn't know how true it was. So mm. Romari comes by every now and again. No Romari they show. Romari they here. Romari they show. Romari, yeah. Romari, if you can hear me, happy Sunday to you, my darling. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Natu comes by too, but you know, today is Sunday. Some people are just kicking back and relaxing. I know. I wish I could share some of the fish with you guys. Grilled fish. With veggies. Oh, and the way I taste season the thing, I'll just go check her now. The thing just the layout is perfect. I did a fantastic job, if I can say so myself. Eh? Hey, Romari has landed. Romari, my darling, welcome. Oh, soft life gang. Romari, I dey eye that your vacation, your travel, this thing wey you dey show. You just dey totori my eye. When we wan go Maldives together na, Romari, only you just dey enjoy. You don't hide all the enjoyment, put am for chest. That's not how we do it. Eh? You're supposed to you include yourself, say, sis, man, let's go to Maldives. Me sef no dey forbid na. Romari, arrange, abeg. Don't leave your sister behind though. This kind of enjoyment is not for one person. Make that moolah, that's right. Cynthia don't speak patois. He say na yes, so money have to make. Una dey crack me up. Welcome, oh, welcome to the village square. Romari, wetin you bring come, oh? Na brokoto you bring? Cause palm wine, I see me dey pass palm wine around. Kolanut, abacha, whichever one you bring, just pass it around. Hmm. Yeah, Bamidele. Yeah, some people, I don't know, people like to overshare. I don't know what that's about, to be honest with you. And I just kind of move past. Personally, for instance, right, when I don't, even if I go to Instagram, I just go through the reels really quickly, and I don't spend too much time on Instagram actually. I do my thing is TikTok because there are a lot of comedies on TikTok, short comedies, and they crack me up, man. So I go there. That's my thing. TikTok is my thing. Instagram is not so much my thing. I don't spend too much time on TikTok. I'm in and out with it. Maybe if someone sends me a message or sends me a video, or maybe I'm posting a video or sharing something on my status, especially with this politics thing, I usually share on my status on Instagram. I don't really do Instagram like that at all. Yeah. So, yeah, not everybody needs to know everything about your affairs. Move in silence. I know, but some people, I don't know. It's just crazy now. Everybody wants to put everything out there. I don't understand it. I really don't. Um, you don't used to. You don't enjoy forget camera. Hey, Romari, you don't get phone. Your phone don't get camera. Use your phone now. Tell person help you take picture. Romari, you dey enjoy shower. Honestly, you dey enjoy you. Eh? Bring me along now. Why you dey do like this, Umari? When you want travel next time, but when we go Maldives together now, mo go, mo go place where we know say reggae music. They'll get live reggae music because I like live reggae music. You know, private life is the best though. And for me though, I don't know. I like private life myself, Cynthia. I do. Me too. I'm the same way. I don't like too much. Um, yes. So hey, now you're talking. Romari, I bet we enjoy one life, man. Let's enjoy together. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, it must be very hot in Houston right now. Very, very hot. Mm. So wetin dey happen now? What's up? Because now na the only gist wey I get for now. I no get any other gist. Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey shele? Una keep me up to date. No say me na politics dey my head these days. I no say, oh, you know wetin, ma share another one for now. Oh, wait a minute before we end. Before this one, may I share another one. This one really, this guy, he really talk. I know say some men go vex sha. But why they go vex is the truth though. I'm not sure say men go vex, but maybe it's just me saying it. But it's actually the truth. The guy is spitting the truth, right? So let's share that. Let me share this.
Normally, now woman had the suffer pass for marriage. She
Thank
go come market,
you.
come cook, come have children, carry them go school,
Better
come
brother.
pass, come wash plates,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
clean ass, go back to school again, go
You
carry
see
those
am?
children, come bath them, come feed them, come begin the shout, sit down here, don't do that,
They
don't go
think
and
say
enjoy yourself.
easy.
Come here, ethic go even hold the woman.
Thank
She don't even
you.
see chance to eat. Not to talk of say she want bath.
How
When
you
they
say
talk
no?
say woman no get wetin they do, una be ungrateful men.
You
If
see
it
am?
easy, make you stay for us, make you take care of those children for one day.
Don't go
If you not run,
see
leave
it.
those children. Your own to your go work, your go find money come. Finish. Una when they talk say woman they be liability for us. Una thing go lost.
Amen.
Yes, it go lost. I
Amen.
don't condone nonsense.
Thank you.
Very ungrateful type of people.
Salobo Adebawe.
Rubbish.
God bless you. When I see that one, oh my god. The woman was saying yes, 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 yes. I think that I think that people should listen to one another because usually when somebody is good, they will actually tell you what they're dealing with so that you can both improve on your lives together. I don't understand it. When I see some men in some cases and some women like going at each other, in my mind I'm like, una fit just sit down resolve this matter together. No, this thing no be do or die. Just sit down, talk things through. If you need help, say, man, babe, I'm overworked. I feel overwhelmed. Help me here. If na man won't care about you, care about him. My dad, as traditional as he was, now he dey baff us when we small. Now he dey cook for us. Black Panther, welcome. My papa dey cook for us that time. They clean. My papa now he dey pound yam. Oh, he pounded yam. I
Who be that
grew
guy
up.
where they make noise there?
I mean, leave the guy. Not be true. The guy talk.
I
I know
come
say
for
you
the
wan
guy
come.
today. I
I
come
know
for
say
her
you wan
now.
come defend your brothers. Black Panther, welcome. Oh. Good to have you, my brother. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. I don't hear within that boy they talk like say
Wetin
women
dey
don't know
vex
their
you?
like say women don't know their role again. Now by force,
Na wetin be their role? Wetin you mean by
the
role? You
their
wan
role
start
is
to
their you see God will create us and map every role for us.
which
A
role?
man cannot a man cannot behave like a woman, and a woman cannot be like a man. So as you they say the woman will praise the man. Now so said the woman supposed to dey praise the man because they are supposed to work symbiotically and enhance and increase, make the family look okay. So this audience of bringing women, this is not supposed to be meant to be debated, but the world, because of the change in the world now, because of the way the world is going to, that is why some people are debating it. But we should not over stress it because we know who a woman is supposed to be and we know the role a man is supposed to play. So if any man play the role contrary to the role it's supposed to play, he should be held responsible. And the law, if there's a law in the land, that law should catch up with him and deal with him. So me, I'm not like some men. Some men will come out and like what he's saying, shouting, shouting, shouting. But in his home, he might not be doing that. That is one thing about we human. We might things that we say, we don't want to say the truth how it is in our being, but we like to hypothetically, say some things out how it is. A marriage is never smooth. A union is never smooth. The woman is the manager of the union. The man is like a hunter. The man, without the woman, the man cannot cope very well. That is why God tagged a woman, a helper. I remember in the Bible said, God in his infinite wisdom said, the Holy Spirit is a helper. So the woman hold a very key position that was pronounced by God. So if we undermine the position of the women, if we don't know, that's why they said you must get matured before you get married. Maturity comes in a different dimension. You must acquire wisdom. You must know, that's why we say courtship. You must know your opposite spouse before you get deep into it, which will lead to marriage. But what we have, because the world has changed, because of the dynamics of the world, people now, people want to stamp authority over each and every one of them, because people, the world is trying to divert into good morals, and they are now, worshiping mammon. It's a competition who owns money and who don't own money. So that has been the case. But me, I'm not hypocritical, but I'm trying to say the real thing, the ideal thing. I'm not saying I'm not praising the women, but I'm not overemphasizing it that I must come and start preaching about women when I know the right of women, when I know a woman in my house is my manager. That is why I take some home instruction from her. But a man that is not well tutored, that doesn't know that the woman is a manager of a home, we try to stake the woman so low, disrespecting her position in the family. That is how it is. So me, I'm not come out to say, that's why I'm saying, what is that man saying? Say, will that one stop the system? Praising them, will it stop the, but try to sell the wisdom that will make this world. Remember, this world is dynamic, and what we have in the world now, it might not conform to the morals we have before. But we need to stand up and start saying who a woman is in a family and the position a woman is in a family. I should learn to respect that position, because that position builds a home, and it builds its impact moral into the children, the futures of our generation. So we need to put that into place. Try to educate the men, educate children, who a woman is, how a woman became, and how God pronounced a woman, and what God wants a woman to be in a family. But that thing is being depleted because of the idea that, what a man can do, a woman can do better. A woman can do anything, likewise a man, because a woman holds a managerial position, which is very tactical and very, very strong in a family. So if you don't know that, I believe everyone out there should try to acquire this wisdom and takes the wisdom that God placed in the Bible about the woman and about the Holy Spirit, so that we will not conform, that we know who a woman is.
Okay, so
But we will,
let me just quickly say this, Black Panther. Number one, not everybody believes in Christianity and practices Christianity. That's number one. Number two, whichever area, for me personally, I'm not married, right? When you, as a man, because I have friends, lots of friends that are married, I have family have married sisters, married brothers. Which whoever is better in a relationship, I think it's a communication thing. It's not so much the man is this, the man is this, the man should do this, this is the man's role, this is the woman's role. No. It's about two people coming together. Wetin you good for? What are you good at? Some men are terrible with money, but the woman is the better manager for that money. Some men are terrible at what's it called? Uh, Let me use very mundane issues because I can't really think of one great example right now. Taking out the baggage, the garbage. Some men aren't. In some homes, it's the woman who takes out the garbage. In some homes, it's the woman who maybe does the barbecue. Whereas in some homes, it's the man. So it's not so much about rules, it's more about understanding and being able to communicate with each other. What works for you may not work for the other person. What works for one family, this is why you cannot emulate anyone's marriage. You have to build your home according to your own rules and what works for both of you. This whole idea of the man should be, might be the problem. Because you know why I say this? My dad, I grew up in a home that my dad was considered a traditional man, the typical male role. But my dad they pound yam. My mama no dey pound yam. My dad never allowed her to pound. Na my papa dey pound yam. My papa dey baff us. They hear, oh, this is not something they told me. Hey, this is me now. I'm sharing my own life experience. Na my papa dey baff us, carry us go school. My dad doesn't. Na my mama na dey when discipline time reach. Na my mama na dey deal with us, not my papa. Because my dad was soft towards us. But if my papa beat one of us, he go dey cry. That's the kind of dad I had. But he was a traditional man. Guess what? He was the one who brought the bread home. My mom didn't work one day. My mom had business, so she was doing her own business on the side. But it was my dad that was working and bringing out the bacon. Okay. So, and I saw how they worked. That's not to say that we had a perfect, like they didn't have issues. They did. There were times that they will argue amongst each other, quarrel and all of that, normal thing. But I saw the way both of them worked together. My dad and my mom are very different human beings. My mom is like very confrontational. My man at the time say, you want trouble? My mom will give you like 100. My dad was the opposite. But my dad will only speak once and everybody will shut up. That's the kind of person. He had control, not by force control. It was something that came natural to him. My papa go clean house. We all did the house. My dad will go down and scrub the floor. You go dey shine, you go dey see your face. I never saw my mom one day clean or sweep the house. This is me talking. But I saw how their marriage worked. So this whole idea, this whole new thing that I'm seeing with a lot of some men who are doing podcasts, and you hear some guys talk, and you're beginning to wonder, is it fight? Is it war? You want to
Sister
keep
Moye, let me
wait,
cut you short.
let me land there, please. You're coming, you're bringing, you guys want to, you're not doing each other a favor. You're coming together to build a home. So you have to understand each other's weakness and strengths, because where you're strong in, the other person may not be strong in. That's how marriages ought to be. Not you looking at somebody else and say, because they did it like this, so my own must be. No. This is why I think that most of the problems that we're seeing in society today is because of that rigid, rudimentary thing that they've all come up with. Eh? Even banga soup omebe when we dey cook, my papa dey cook am because my mama own no, e too dey get plenty water. My mama na manage woman, manager, mistress, madam manager. Na my mama be go say no, no, if we don't want, I don't want it to finish quickly. My papa will say abeg, all the thing go lose the taste. No, leave the kitchen, let me cook it. I'm telling you, this is a traditional man. If my papa dey talk, sometimes you dare not talk. But here he was doing all of that. So when I see a lot of men now doing, I'm like, I can't relate. I can't. Say what you want to say so I can come to Bamidele.
Um, uh, you see, thank you for speaking on that issue. You see, what you are saying is arrangement in a home, and it's the one that you're saying here about your dad. It is very rare. It is rare. In that amount, in 100, you can see maybe like 10. In 100 mil, you can see 10 that acts like that. Not that that thing that your dad is doing is not good. It's good. You know, some men are not, they are not harsh. They are not, they are soft. Why some women are tough. Some women are tough. That is how God made them. But we don't take advantage of it all. But if two of them come in harmony, it's beautiful. But one thing you should know that we should not expect every home to look like that, or expect any man, every man to look like that, because natural, there's what we call natural law.
That's
The
not what I'm
law.
saying. I'm not saying every man should look like that.
No, I'm
A
trying
Black
to
Panther.
to
Wait.
educate
I'm
the
not
audience.
saying no. I'm not every we're all adults here. Everybody knows that no one place is the same. The way you run your household, for instance, is different from the way B will run their household. There's no such this my point is this. A man, whatever idea you have of a man, it doesn't mean anything until that man joins with a woman who is willing to bring in her own type of support, her own way, and add it to the man's own. Now that's when you now discover, okay, my husband is not very good in, maybe um cleaning, taking the car. So I know women when they carry now, they drive car, go car wash, go wash because their husbands don't like them. They don't like doing it. I know women that go by themselves drive. So it's not about I'm not the example I gave with my father. My dad was in no way a soft or quiet man. Never. My dad was very he was as manly as men came back in the day. He just understood that supportive nature of doing things like, okay, I can't do this. This is my area. Let me do this one. Let her do this, whichever one. Sometimes my dad helps my mom in the kitchen. It doesn't make him less of it. I'm just saying that this whole description that people put, oh, the man has to be this, the role of the man is this, the role, it's a problem. Because now you, the partner when you marry, now you both of una know una area of weakness, and you should at least you ought to. I don't know these days people they marry anyhow. You should know the area of weakness and strength for each other so that you go fit support each other more. So I'm not using one yardstick to measure everybody. So please continue. Continue, so I'll come to Bamidele.
What I was trying to say is that if we know, we got to know where we are going into. We got to know what a man is, what a woman is, because those are the facts that was missing. Because everybody believes that, oh, a man is supposed to, the woman is supposed to subject itself so low to a man. That is not the case. That is not the understanding. But when you know your role, as you have said, you know your role in a family, and you know who the man is, you know who the woman is. The woman is a helper. And we got to know the definition of a helper holistically. That is the defined nature of a woman. But the woman can diversify. But the defined nature of a woman is a helper to a man.
In
And
your
a man,
understanding,
not in
according
my,
to your own religion,
it's a general law.
it's not a
It was,
general law.
it's,
That's not true.
go,
Say
see,
it's a
I'm going from
Christian.
history,
Wait.
even
Say
history,
biblically, no, not historically. Please
not
don't even go there.
biblically. Go look
No. You
your,
just
you be
made reference to the
traditionalist
Bible.
now.
Because no, The rules you're talking about, it is your
See,
Bible that describes it like that.
see, not Bible now, not
Don't
Bible now,
generalize it,
not
because
Bible
there are
now.
different cultures, so you cannot
See,
say it's cultural. It's not.
we
No,
don't need to argue it out.
I'm not
Not
arguing with you.
general,
It's
not
fact.
Bible now, not Bible now. It's natural. That is why you see when laws were
It's
created in
not
some other country.
natural. No,
Wait
talk
now,
rubbish.
wait now,
No,
wait.
Black Panther. That's what I'm
Wait,
trying
let
to
me end
tell you.
now.
There are different
See,
cultures in this world.
if you
Talk
don't let me
so you
land, you are
know.
not to understand them. I will divert to another country now. You know what I'm saying. That is the general law all over the world. There was certain time in America where the women were subjected to some level. But gradually it started coming up because what
That
happened?
Christian way of doing it. That
Not
is
be Christian. I'm talking about
remember it
natural
was.
now. They weren't
It's
Christian then
not
now.
natural. These people, Black
It's
Panther.
natural now.
No,
You
no,
can't
no.
define. You
It's
can.
not natural. Don't
Okay,
say
how will
natural.
you define
There
a
are
woman?
different.
Okay, you define a
No,
woman.
you cannot.
Define a woman. Let me see.
You cannot. A woman is a nurturer. A
No,
woman
you
is
define a
a
woman.
giver. I'm defining it for you. A
Uh-huh.
woman is a nurturer, a
Uh-huh.
giver of life, a
Uh-huh.
protector. A woman is a security in the home. Do you know
Your
that?
definition is
In
wrong.
some culture, is not wrong. That's
It's
your
not a giver of
perception.
life. It's
Your
not a giver of
own
life. It's not
perception is
security.
different from mine. That doesn't make
No, no,
mine
no, 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 no,
wrong.
no. Your
That's what
definition
I'm
is
trying
wrong.
to make you see.
Let's
No, no,
open the
no, no. My
dictionary.
definition is not wrong. Your
Le-
perception, that's how you see it. That's how you
No,
want to.
no,
You
I
cannot
don't see it
say
like
that
that.
my definition is wrong.
I'm speaking
You
the
can't
mind of
say
people.
that. No, you
I'm
can't
speaking
speak the
the
mind of people.
I
Speak
am
for
I am
yourself. Speak
no,
from
I am
your own
speaking for myself and I'm
angle.
speaking the mind of at least 75% of people. I'm defining a woman. I'm not saying I am stamping my definition on people, but I'm trying to become and say the mind of the people. I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to subject myself to what is happening. I was trying to shy away from because they say what a man can do, a woman can do better. I'm not trying to follow that trajectory. I'm trying to know who a woman, say who a woman is. From history, you will see from history. I don't need to go through it. Where they were subject to something, then the man now sees that it is wrong and not deem it up to raise their status. So why is it so? How did it come about? Those are the kind of historical. If you won't look at the Bible, you want to compare with biblical stuff, is different. But if you try to go traditional stuff now, it is still the same thing. Before they started gaining power and their rights started growing up, they now knew that the woman plays a role of a manager in the entire world, not even in the family, but the entire world. Took long time for the men of those days to subject themselves down, to give them that, to uphold and believe that this is their status. That is what I'm trying to say. But as time goes on, people started giving a definition, like what you're saying, the woman is security, the woman is giver of life. Those are just postulates, just to stem it up more. But let us go to the root, who a woman and a man is. We won't say that he is the giver of life. That definition is wrong. Or it's a security. Why do women now say, oh, the man is supposed to provide the security for the woman? That is what I'm saying. And it's true. The man is also protect the man in a family, not to make anything, like a lion's world now. You see a lion, the way he protects his female lioness, you see it's just like a colony of the human too. That is the way it is. But we cannot shy our way from the definition who a woman is, who a man is. That is the definition I'm still sticking to. I'm saying the mind of many. If we have to go to history and drag it down, it is
Okay,
true.
so all right, thank you very much. Let me come to Bamidele, but before I do that, so you cannot tell again, you cannot tell me that I'm wrong. You can only say that's my opinion. You have yours. In your opinion, 75%. In your opinion, that's what you think. That doesn't make me wrong. I cannot say
Okay,
you
I
are
will draw
wrong
it back.
because
Your opinion.
that's your opinion. That's what you're standing on, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have a right to my opinion. Okay, no, you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. We just have different ways of looking at it. Okay. Bamidele, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Bamidele,
Yeah,
oh, hi. Hi. Happy Sunday to you.
happy Sunday. Yeah, it's just ridiculous with the whole thing that you just talked about. Not only you, but Auntie B, and then I believe Manapashi's Uncle Ola talked about it too. I was just like yesterday I was just like saying, why can't people just mind their own business? So big, but you don't need to know that. It's not their business. It's like so what if they got divorced? Is it your life? Why does that concern you?
What bothers me is that petrol is very expensive now in Nigeria. And now Naira, they are trying to dollarize Nigeria. So they're going to stop you from using Naira. They are not crying about that. They're crying about somebody, an adult who's chosen that this is the path that he wants to walk in. So it's really crazy for me when I see you see the number of videos I saw of people crying literally because this man divorced. I was like, I had to go. That was what like made me curious. I started looking. I was like, what's going on here? People are literally crying, having pity parties because this man divorced his wife. Ha! I've never seen this kind of thing before.
But I don't even know sometimes why do these celebrities have to announce it to social media?
I have no idea myself,
Because
to be honest.
because even when I think about it, um, when you're living your life, your daily life, right? You know what's going on in your daily life, but when you post something on social media, you can pretty much tell that people, a majority of them, I would say 99% of them would doesn't really care. Doesn't really is not concerned about what's going on in your affairs. So even though you may post it on social media and they may say good for you, this and that, but people don't really care so much on social media in reality. But I don't know why people I don't know, people are funny.
They are. I have no idea. I know, sometimes I think they do it um just for clout, just to gain following because I'm very sure that maybe his following has increased just by this announcement. You understand? I'll be very, I don't, I don't follow a lot these celebrities, so I'm very sure that he would have if you go and check now, you'll be surprised that he's probably gained more followers just by that. You understand? So I don't know. I just feel like people need to live in the reality of the way things are. If you meet someone, figure out amongst yourself what works for you. Because what works for you may not work for the next person. That's the whole idea. The problem is people are trying to compare and trying to create roles, false roles. That's not how it's supposed to be. We know better. Now, when you're meeting an adult with sense, look, okay, this area, I know I'm weak in this area, you are strong here. Okay, you take on this role, let me do this one. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And do your thing. Everybody, as you said in your words, Bamidele, shocked by let everybody mind their business. Keep your home, trying to enforce your other people's rules into your own. That's the problem. Is you always the problem. Back in the day when people were married, you wouldn't even know when they're married. Before you know what's happening, they've had children. Before you know what's happening, life is moving on. I literally have a relative um, who married. The woman he married was the breadwinner in the house for over 50 years. This woman was a successful businesswoman. The man worked, I think he worked as a porter in UI at the time. He was the head porter. This woman was one of the people that had the license to supply Coca-Cola. This woman was literally single-handedly in control of that house. But you would never know. You would never know when the man comes back home early. He will do what he needs to do. She will come back after she has done her supplies for the day. She'll come back. Already there's meal prepared for him and stuff like that. But for 50 years, the man, my uncle passed away not too long ago. I'm sure people who saw them that then they probably will say, "Oh, look at this one, this woman that." But the house they built, it was the woman that built it. The properties they own in the area where they live, the woman literally coughed out that money. But they had a successful marriage. So imagine if the man was saying to himself, and I'm talking, this is not a recent marriage, Joe. I'm talking about a old marriage. You know, if the man was saying, I beg, how can you be making all this money? No, 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 no. You have to be under me. You have to be the woman. You are the submissive one. You have to. Sometimes the woman does her supply, doesn't come home early because she has to drive. She had lorries. At that time, there were lorries. Now she upgraded and she had buses and stuff, delivery vans and stuff like that. Right? She upgraded and how sometimes they don't finish their delivery until late at night. I beg. I think that people are getting it confused on so many levels. Live your life as it suits you, not looking at somebody else. If you look somebody else, you go enter hole, you go enter where you're not supposed to enter. Simple. Does it work for you? Are you happy? Do you have peace of mind? That should be the question. Not be, oh, as this man is doing, so me too, I want to do. It will not work. Thank you very much, Bamidele. Let me come to F. Emmanuel. Welcome, oh, greetings. Happy Sunday.
My special sister Moya, how are you today?
I am very well. So good to have you. I feel honored. Ah, hey, F. Emmanuel.
It's been a while.
And Bamidele, thank you, you guys. I really appreciate. Even though I have strong opinions, but it is what it is. Thank you very much for
You
coming
know
on.
they thank me, oh.
I dey thank you now. Not see when
You
I
are
call you.
lying. See this my sister.
Say,
You be real
I
Okpako
never
woman, oh.
answer my brother, my darling brother. Thank you. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome. You're welcome. Yeah,
Yes.
can I chip in something with respect to that woman that deals with Coca-Cola and the man that work?
Yes. Yes, please. Please.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. You see, the only thing I can say there is the dispensation we are today, right? Is not the same dispensation of that time. If you observe critically, you find out that women of those days, they are much more conservative. Like I'm saying, like our mothers of these days or of those days, they are much more conservative. There's no kind of competition that there is today. You know, the world of that time and today cannot be compared. So if you want to compare, if you want to borrow a kind of an idea that work for somebody of 30, 40, 50 years far away before now, my sister, you may be right now, even if it is your mother, you go to your mother and ask her to advise you. Your mom will advise you based on her understanding, the knowledge she has as her in that time. But our time now has changed.
I understand that F.
In
Emmanuel.
those
The reason why,
yeah,
sorry, Mr. F. Emmanuel.
in
I
those
understand
days,
that. One second, sir. Let me just quickly chip in
okay,
something right there where you were saying. I'm not
okay,
trying to take, I'm not trying to say we should go back and take examples for that. No. Well, I'm only citing
mm,
examples because of this whole
mm,
gender role, man must do this, woman must do this kind of conversation that we're having. That's why I pointed to that.
mm,
Of course, you and I
oh,
know the world has changed. There's social media, people have more knowledge now, people have a lot more experience, there's information out there. It's certainly not going to, if I'm going to take advice from my mother, for instance, if I'm married, If she gives me advice, I'm not going to do it exactly the way she does it. Hell to the no.
Exactly.
Right. Go ahead.
Exactly, because some of the advice to you now is already obsolete. It cannot be applied in your time, in your generation today. You understand? Just like in those days, if you want to just warm your food, you must make sure that you put all the firewood together, and you'll be patient enough for the food to be warmed. But today, if you want to warm your food, you put the food in the microwave within 2, 3, 5, 1 minute. It's done. You understand? So the level of patience then and now is not the same. So there are a lot of things that women could do then perfectly well, peaceably well, patiently well. Today in our dispensation, they cannot do it anymore. Why? Because we are in the world of competition. We are in the world of I want to meet up. The women are becoming men. The men are like I want to be up there to make sure that my wife don't cut off with me. So the competition is so high. But in the past, it's not like that. They always look at the man as the head, just like the way the Bible has designed it. But in our world today, but you can't even differentiate man and woman, which is not supposed to be, and that has really caused a lot of issue. That's why our marriages is not standing. People are crossing to another person's lane. Our God is God of orderliness. He has designed the woman to be a helpmeet for the man because he knows that the man, to an extent, he won't be able to meet up in some certain area of his life. Therefore, he now created the woman to help, to support, and to meet up what the man cannot meet up. But unfortunately, today, the women are ahead of the men in so many things, and thereby in marriages, the original plan that God instituted it has become, they violated it. They violated the law because a marriage is a law, it's a principle, and if you don't maintain that principle, it doesn't matter what you try to do. It doesn't matter the counseling you go through. If you don't uphold the principle, I'm not saying that women should not work. No, I'm not saying that women should not also have the opportunity to be up there. No, but but can they keep the principle alongside with what God has originally assigned them to do in the life of a man? That's the challenge, and that's why we're having so many broken homes today.
What do you mean keep to the challenge? Can you clarify that?
What I mean is that you're chasing your career up there, which is good, right? But the primary responsibility of a woman, as designed by God, is to be a helpmeet for the man. You understand? But not to say. You see, there are parts of scripture that say women should remain silent. I can't remember that scripture right now. In the household of, is there in the scripture? But not as if God is belittling them. No, it's just the way God organized it, and we didn't initiate it.
Mr.
Man didn't initiate
Emmanuel,
God's.
you know everybody is not Christian. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Everybody's
So
not
not everybody
not the
believes
same.
not everybody believes the way you believe, right? So having that
Mm-hmm.
understanding, my point is this:
Mm.
the book that was given to you only recently during slavery. I don't even want to go there because that's not the argument today.
That's a long
That's not
route.
the argument today. So now here's the point. If you met a
Mm.
woman, I'm sure you have a wife, you're married, you have children, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You and your
Mm-hmm.
wife, when I guess what I say, if one, they say, I remember, when my sisters were getting married and friends that were getting married, right? When the elders
Mm.
are advising them, the men and the
Mm.
women, they'll say, can one hand, I remember one of the questions the elder asked, can one hand
Mm.
wash, can you wash one hand by itself, right?
It's not possible.
It's not possible. So you need the
Mm.
other hand to wash
To
the
wash it
two
clean.
hands clean. That is, they will tell you that is how marriage is. If you are
Mm-hmm.
willing
Mm-hmm.
to wash your hands together as
Mm-hmm.
best as possible, okay,
Mm.
you will see that
Mm-hmm.
your hands will be cleaner when you do that. So the same way, if you
Absolutely.
have that attitude with your marriage, you're going to do. So what am I saying? Those roles, like the man should be, the woman should be, who is this woman? What is she? Where can she fit in? Who is this man? Where can he fit in? For instance, you might be good with taking out the garbage, you might not be good with finances. Will you now say, oh, because now this my role, I'm supposed to be the one holding the money, securing the bag, holding the money, everything. So as a woman, anything I say, keep quiet, don't say anything. If the woman is very good at bookkeeping and accounting and knows how to handle your money, does it not make sense for you to say, okay, babe, I see say you be ogbonge for this matter. You see this matter and you go dey handle one. It makes sense. That does
100
not reduce you. Go ahead, sir.
100% you're right. You're 100%, I agree with you, you're right. You understand? After all, God did not give us a specific role as per. He just said a helpmeet. He told it, he just told it that way. Say a helpmeet. So you go and figure out what area as a man that your partner will be able to fit in to help you. That's my own understanding. A helpmeet. So the man will now know the area of his limitation, of his limits, whereby the woman can now fit in. But don't also forget that there are some certain things that physically that the woman cannot do physically. You understand? So you don't coerce a woman to do what you know that this is only naturally done by a man. It can only be done by a man. You understand? So for me, I advise people that you have to figure it out by your own self, looking at your uniqueness, looking at your individual ability to perform or to do one or two things.
Exactly. That's it.
What is your ability? That's why I say a help meet. Okay, a help meet in what area? You figure it out, the man and the woman. You understand?
Yeah.
So at that point in time, once you identify the area, then she can be able to handle it, or you can be able to handle it. In fact, there are some men they cook even more than their wives.
My dad was one. If my dad cook banga soup today, oh my God, you know we won't chop anybody banga soup because he didn't like. We didn't like my mom because manager of the whole house. He go say no, we know I
Mm,
won't make it reach weekend. My papa say abeg, you too put
mm.
plenty water. So because of that, he go say no shift. This one maybe na me go cook am.
No, 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 no. It just you both. It's
Can
not.
I can I come in?
What talk about union? Union is a serious business. It's not for boys. It's for men, matured hearts. So you
What's
figure
that?
it out yourself.
Exactly.
Can I
You figure it out
interject?
yourself. I figure what was for A. Sorry, sir. 1 minute.
Yeah,
What
let
was
me
for A
finish.
might
Let
not
me
work for
finish
B.
then I'll come to you, Mr. Black Panther. Sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Emmanuel.
Black Papa, sorry, sir. 1 minute. What works for A might not work for B. So let's not use a particular method to generalize. That's the way me I look at it.
Thank you
Go
very
and
much.
work out your own the one that works for you. But because if you begin to look at the society at large, what will society will say, my brother or my sister, you will be messing up a big time because the main thing is done inside the house. The main work is done behind the scene. So a lot of things we see outside, people projecting the society, is not how really it is behind the scene. So what works is behind the scene. That's the point. So let me rest my case.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate that. Because now you understand what I'm saying. What works, it has to, the two people, now we'll put head together. We are not children. Okay, we won't come together. I don't want to do this. So thank you very much for saying that. Black Panther, go ahead.
You see, like what he said now, he made mention of things that I've said before. He talked about generational change, dynamics, security. You see, a man can feel insecure. Likewise, the woman too. But women don't know that the men can feel insecure. That comes to a level whereby you get to a maturity whereby the women should also know that the man can also feel insecure. You see, most like what my brother is saying, that you got to what is inside is actually different from what you speak outside. You see, like what made me to comment was what that guy was saying in your video, where the woman was saying, You see, there are some people, there are some things that I did with my wife that most men might not be able to do. And there are some things that most men does with their wife that you cannot do. You see, most men, if they are not matured, they feel somehow insecure. For example, I take now, me, I hold an account with my wife. And my wife does the business. I trust her because she can handle that account very well. And if she's going beyond the limit, she will call me and tell me, oh, I'm going beyond this limit because of this reason. I'll say, you need to go now. You don't need to call me. Sometimes she does her business. She works and does her private business. Sometimes when she does her private business, she earns inside. She will give me 10% because I'm like an advisor to her in that business. She will give me 10%. She will just, I will just see the alert on my what they call it, the one we used to collect money somewhere in Walmart. I'll just see that. I'll not go and pick the money. I say, what happened? He said he does business due to the advice I gave her. That's why this profit came out. He now give me my 10%. So these are the mutual understanding. This makes, because you know why she's doing that? Because I have learned to trust her with my resources. Now, because of that, she has learned to trust me with my idea. Because a man that can trust a wife with his finance, the woman can trust the man. The woman can trust the man with ideas that comes out. Because it got to do with both his own finance and my own finance. Because that's the mutual relationship. But some men that comes out to say, he does this with a woman is like this. Practically, most of them cannot practice it because women, most especially, they are not secured when it comes to finance with a woman. They are not, most men are not secure.
Sorry, sir, Black Panther. Some of them, they brag outside, but when they go in, they shut their mouth. They can't do anything.
So that is why I normally say that you must know your role. You must know who a woman is. You must know who a man is. Because men can be frightened if you want to, because they are made like a hunter, they can be frightened if you try to take their role. But if they allow you to go in and take their role, that means the man is secured when you are there in position of their role. The man is secured. This all bring about security when you are having a mutual relationship. Because if you are not secured, there will be a sort of a lacuna, a breakup in transmission, because money itself, apart from love, money itself have a big role playing in a family. Because you people, the highest thing you can overcome is the matter of money. If you overcome that, you'll be free and the relationship be born with tighten up. Because the first step you took was the love. Then next step is the security in terms of financial, whatever you want to do with it. That is most thing that is always leading to so many home having some lacuna somewhere. You see, shouting, fighting. Most men feel insecure when it comes to finance. They want to play the role of a boss. Yes, they can be. That is their statutory role anyway. But you can trust your wife by giving her a role. Apart from her role, you can move further in the relationship, in the union, to give her a role. By there, what you are doing, you are trying to make the union very strong, and you're trying to build trust, because there's something, again, trust. It's not only love, there's also trust. Trust is another platform that we need to build in a union, because for a union to be sweet, that insecurity between both units has to be broken, and you have to be free. There must be a sort of freedom in that aspect. If there's no freedom there, all what we are saying is just up, down, up, down. Most men, I repeat again, most men feel insecure when a woman is trying to play the role, take a role of finance. But that is subject that we need to really get into, because that's the subject that plays a big role in a family. If a union can break that lacuna, you see the trust, you see that my wife, I trust her for everything. But why are they not trusting it? Because of the generation we are now. There are so many factors that that makes both sex go round and round and round and round and round. They look somewhere where they did not make anything. They will look somewhere, and that insecurity gap widen more because of the society we are in. There are so many factors that will make some men fidget over handing up financial role or financial authority to their woman, to their wife. So it's not their fault. It's the society and generational change that I believe that as each generational move, there's always a particular change that comes with every generation. We shouldn't blame anybody, but as generation matured and everybody, feel that they should get themselves educated enough and matured enough to go into a union, at least that will make it more better, and make it more good, not to have too much broken home, because a lot of things that breaks a home start from the insecurity of both sex. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that. But the whole point is this: that means that both parties, that means that there's an insecurity issue. Because if you're, for instance, if you meet right now, we're talking as adults, there's no way you're going to meet an adult who's just in this time and age, who is just not doing anything, right? So if a woman already has all the money and the man is coming doesn't have as much money as she does, if he knows that he's not able to handle that, he doesn't need to be with her, because that's something that needs to be spoken about too. If you see a woman and you see, man, this woman pepper rest too, I'm not sure say I go fit handle woman when get this kind pepper, because it go make me feel a type of way, then that's not the woman you want to be with. Because it's going to take a man with a sense of security to be able to understand that the money that woman has does not define her. It's your interaction with the woman that matters, you know. So I just see it still as individuals. When you're meeting yourselves, you figure out what works between you two. That's all that matters. In some homes, the men prefer to wash the dishes. Some men don't even like to, they don't some men rather wash clothes than wash car, take car to car wash. They will rather babysit than go to, go do grocery shopping. I've seen it. They'll rather babysit than they can't stand grocery shopping. So it's a matter of, what do I want? What does this person want? How do we make our home? Because whether you like it or not, your home is like your small kingdom that you're building. You choose how big you want that kingdom to be and how successful it's going to be. And in determining the success, you have to figure out what works on both sides. Okay, you like to wash cloth, okay, wash cloth now. Okay, you like to wash plate, oh yeah, now in charge of plate washing. Okay, you like to bath the children, okay. You understand? And some, because sometimes the women are overwhelmed with all the chores, because some people are raised to believe that the woman has to do everything. That's not true. If the woman is overwhelmed, on top of the fact that she's taking care of children, she's cooking, she's doing, there's nothing wrong with saying, "Ah, you know, I need to help this woman," you know. But that's the problem. That needs, those conversations need to be happening. Usually na pride. People say money is the one that separates marriage. Pride na dey destroy most marriages. Pride. I don't want to do this. A man is not supposed to do this. Or I'm the woman. I'm supposed to chop all the money and not do it. No. Sit down, talk about what works for you both. You go bow, the man no, he no like stress, no anything. If you tell am say, "Babe, I don't feel like cooking today," go say, "No problem, make we fry egg." There's some men like that. Or they go say, "Okay, you know, it's more hire chef, maybe once a month, you go just cook the kind food wey we like." Some men dey wey dey marry women wey no sabi cook. I don see, they no, the woman no sabi cook. Either the man dey cook, I get uncle na him dey cook him food because him wife no sabi cook him food. So na him dey cook him food himself. Sometimes you go visit my uncle, you go say, "I make ogbono, I just make am." You go like, you wan eat ogbono abi wetin you wan eat? It's just hand washing hand. It's no more than that. We over complicate it sometimes. Na human beings dey make life hard. Life no hard. And understand that nothing lasts forever. If that divorce is going to happen, there's nothing you can do about it. It's like person dying and going to be in the other world. There's nothing, you can't stop it. Life happens. Every day you turn new pages. The person you are yesterday is not the same person you are today. The person you were 10 years ago, heck, is not the same person you are today. So we just need to be able to accommodate each other. If you know, people need to be honest with themselves. You know, man, this babe, be like say, I know fit. I'll feel intimidated, or I'll feel like she's going to ride it over me because she has money. Then don't go there. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. And I know some women, women are desperate, especially Nigerian women, because of the culture where we came from. They groom women to marry man. Now only when you marry, now you be human being for Nigeria. If you never marry, you are nothing to be reckoned with. So
It don't change, oh. It don't change very well, oh.
e don dey change now. Okay, good. Because as I when be dey house na so e be. I go stand with friend wey marry, dem no dey even know whether I dey exist. I'm glad it's changing. But the point is this: you have to get to a point where you are okay where you are, who you meet, who you are, whether you have, whether you don't have. And if you choose to be in someone's life, be honest. And you as a woman cannot be desperate, because if you're desperate, you will catch fleas along the way. I shared a video last time of the man that was exposing the woman he got married to after a month and dumped her, maybe after the marriage, or where she spent 100 million. See what the man was saying about her. The level of disrespect and utter disregard. Is desperation that would attract you to such a person. There's no other explanation. Because if you're in your real sense, you know, go that kind man, before you come your peripheral, you don't pick up the antenna. You don't know, say nothing to write home about. You know? So I just feel like, do lay your bed as you want lie on now. Lay your bed. The one you know fit handle, not go put hand. Simple. If you know say you no fit handle and not put hand, not pretend, not lie. Go follow the one you know so you will fit handle. Do the one you go fit carry, no go do pass yourself so that your back no go break. It's just that simple. Because nowadays you see women doing extremely well. You know, that whole idea of, you marry a woman, she go dey your house, na she go cook, carry pikin, do all those things. Those times are slowly fading. There are still women that would want that lifestyle, but even when they do want it, they make it very clear. It's not like before where they'll just, they talk, maybe you want marry the woman, no to smile, they say shy woman, not be like that again. No, woman come with her eyes shining like globe. Okay, so be honest, just be truthful to yourself. And if you have a problem, find somebody who's mature that you can discuss your issues with. Not, don't look to social media. Social media no go help you, no dey help anybody. Social media is for pepper dem gang, and for people that want to make you feel like you're missing out. You ain't missing out on jack. Some of these married people are the loneliest people ever. They are married but they are lonely. They won't tell you that. The honest ones will. They're not having a ball. I mean, that's not to say that there are great marriages also. There are people who are really doing this marriage life wonderfully, but they are not on social media. They don't have time for social media. They are busy with their lives. you know all this this one has to be this. I have a friend whose husband makes nine they do with her makeup. The man those cannot stand her wearing makeup. You say, babe, you don't know how to do makeup. What kind of color combination is this? The man go sit down, go do him wife makeup. Not be say they tell me I see am. What is there's nothing wrong with this gender role. Sometimes I dey wonder, Omo, just do what works for both of you, for crying out loud. Sometimes the man go sit down, you see how dey help the woman comot weave on. You go dey comot the thing, go dey, hey God, you go dey comot the thread. You do the after you don comot everything, you go help the woman wash im hair, you go plait am. You go plait like 4 or 5 for the woman hair. But if you see them for outside,
My,
very macho man, real man,
my sister Omoye,
sir.
that man you're describing, that man has dealt with two things. That's my advice always to any man or to any union. One thing you need, two things you need to deal with. One, self. Two, you need to have knowledge. These two things is very important. Because even Bible say we should deal with women with what? Knowledge. So you don't at that point in time, you don't love anymore. All you need is knowledge. And for all the men that feel, hey, I want to be on top, you don't need all that. Say, our wife is like church. Say, Christ died for the church and gave himself. Say, love your wife, husband. Love your wife. He gave perfect example. Say, like the church, like Christ. And Christ gave himself for it. Can men now today give themselves completely to their wife? Practically, do you see it happening? That's why we're having chaos. Women are very easy to be won. I can guarantee you that women, let me use, it's just a little thing to read them. It's
Thank
just a little
you.
thing that tickle them. Just little thing. It's not big. Number one, you need knowledge, plenty of knowledge on how to deal with them. It's not love. Love is like network. Now it fluctuates. It goes off. It goes on. Sometimes you don't even network, not even connection. You just don't feel. You don't feel anything. So what you need to sustain your union is plenty of knowledge. Always be ahead of her. Always be ahead. Before she go even, when she's struggling to even figure out some things, you already know what to do. You will see that woman will depend on you for almost everything. She will give you her all. That's why if you look at the scripture, the organogram of Christ, he said of God that is to say marriage, he said, husbands, love your wife like Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. But we will not give, they withhold. And we want the woman to begin to bow under our feet. It doesn't work that way. We have altered the plan, we have altered the principle. So if you don't apply the principle, I guarantee you'll be struggling. You want them to submit to you. Have you submitted to Christ? He's giving you the template in which you should deal with women with knowledge. He didn't even say with love. He now said the only way you can love her is the way Christ loved the church, and the church is you. And he gave himself to the church. You see what the problem is? Pride. If you can deal with pride, hey, I'm the man. Just trash that from your mind. From the beginning, before you even get married, trash that. Exact like for me, I tell myself, before I go married, I say, who am I without a woman? First of all, am I the one that can take shit? Am I the kind of man that is egoistic?
Mhm.
If you are a man full of ego, I guarantee you, in no distant time, you always have some little kind of issues with your spouse. But when you die to your ego, I guarantee you see every shot. The woman will worship you. I'm telling you, it's a secret now. I'm letting out. Out the other end, they will tell you, hey, the woman has given him love portion. My brother, no, don't mind those people talking beside. If you check very well, they are suffering their own. They are envying you.
Exactly.
They will even call you woman rapper. Don't bother. In the eyes of God, is wisdom. You
Exactly.
know, it's wisdom. So there are things that seem right unto a man, but the end of it is what? Destruction. In your eye, hey, you get big eye. You want to be a smart guy. Hey, how can this woman just come and outshine me? No, 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 no. Can't you just live like Aquila and Priscilla? Can't you see that perfect example? Loving one another. And after all, the scripture says submitting to one another. It's there in the book, in the scripture in Second Corinthians. Submitting to one another, not only one person submitting to one person. Now make one look as if that person is a slave. No, no. There is so many times that the man just lay down, forget the pride, forget the shame. If possible, forget that you are the head. Just look at your span as both of you are the same acre. I guarantee you, it will solve a lot of problems. But that ego thing that is killing us, pride thing that is keeping us, we want to subject our spouse to be submissive by all means. Hey,
Mm.
my brothers, it doesn't happen that way, especially this that can happen in those days, in those our mothers' days, but not in this our dispensation. In this our dispensation, you need plenty of wisdom. In those days, when husband and wife quarrel, eh, you will see that the husband will send her to the parent. Before you know it, they call village meeting. They will warn the woman. They will
Then
talk to
go
the woman.
buy
She will buy
goat.
some certain thing
You go buy
exactly to
chicken,
appease the
depending
man.
on the offense.
Ex- exactly to appease the man. But today, you're on your own. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow. In fact, the woman will just carry her luggages and say, "Get out." You are going to
My brother,
go and be asking. I'm
can I
telling you,
give, can I add more point to you? You see,
go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
you see, when the Bible says submit to one another, you see, let me tell you one thing. The thing that is having, see, marriage is a very beautiful thing.
Very
It's
beautiful, my brother. Very beautiful. But
very
we have messed it up.
beautiful.
Very beautiful.
One thing, you see, the problem I see, you see, what I
Mm.
said before, I said, if you are a woman trying to take the role of a man, and a man trying to take the role of a woman without no mutual agreement, there's going to be chaos in the house. It's going to lead to insecurity. There's one thing that the women don't know, that one thing that a man needs when God says submission, one thing that is very key to all the men, all of them, that is a key, is to unlock the men. Not the love,
Brother Pastor, in fact,
not the love.
I was going to balance it. That I was starting
Let,
from the men first because God has made them the
let
head.
me land.
So,
Let me land. You say go know. You
okay.
say go know this thing. One thing to unlock men. I'm talking to all the women now. To unlock the men is one thing. That submission, when you go through it, is one thing that is eyeing is respect to a man. Respect them. Don't give her respect. That is all. Anything, just give her respect. He must look. A man is bound to respect you and love you and hold you as his own mirror when you give her respect. Because
Black
in a
Panther, let me add
relationship,
to this.
yeah,
Let me add to what you're saying. During my marriage counseling, right? The man that was teaching us, he said something very profound that I can never forget. He said, men, what men want is not food. What men want is not sex, but only one thing. And I asked him, what is that thing? He said, respect. You can give man sex 247. He can give him food 247, but that's not what he wants. The major thing he wants is give him his space, which is respect. And majority of our marriages today, that is lacking. Why? Because women feel that what you think you are achieving, me too I can achieve, and even surpass you. Go ahead, sir.
that is where I'm trying to go. When a woman You are in a union, you're trying to play the role of the opposite sex without no mutual agreement. It leads to insecurity, because one thing there is that you don't know if the other man is insecure. Man is like, you see, you watch the life of a lion when he's going hunting, how quiet he is. He's crawling. That is a man. That description of a man. That is why literally some literature people say man is their hunters. You see, if you don't give him that respect, he become insecure. He not be eyeing you.
Okay,
He
let
will
me
not
come
be
in
eyeing
here.
you.
Let me come in
Huh?
here. Let me come in
Okay.
here. Let
Yeah.
me come in here really quickly. So let me just say this. When a man, let me tell you, Mr. Emmanuel, thank you for saying something earlier. You said women are very easy to live with or to deal with, right? Thank you for saying that. Do you know that it's easy to get respect as well? As a man, it's not even something that you need to demand or earn. I'm telling you, as a man, you're coming to meet another human being, an adult. I tell you for free. If you come in with the same type of respect that you're expecting from this woman, she will give it to you on a platter of gold. She will even be wiping your feet. You see, I keep hearing when people say you have to respect, that's the way. It is not something that you impose. It is natural. That is why as a man, you need to find somebody that connects with you on that level. Respect is something that is easy to get. If the man has insecurities and he's meeting a woman and he's expecting that woman to read his mind and say, can't you see that I am insecure? Omo, you have failed it hundreds over hundreds. That is why I
Okay,
said earlier, I said earlier.
sister Omoye,
Now,
let me add to what.
second, sir. One second, sir. I'll
Let me.
give you time to.
Okay,
I'll give you time to come in. Let me just quickly finish this thought. That's why I said
okay.
earlier, as two people coming together, you see this life easy. Now we they make her hard. If you come at me with a talk for the first time I meet you and you talk to me anyhow, I'm not gonna respect you. But if you come at me with an attitude of respect, you acknowledge me, you see me as a human being, you treat me kindness will get you respect faster than anything. You don't even have to demand respect from. If you start to demand and question why your woman is not respecting you, why women you are doing something wrong for free. Take this to the bank. You're already doing something wrong. If you're already saying that, you are having to have to say it. That means say you have chosen wrong. Not be person send you message. Because what's happening, a lot of people are paired wrongly. So you meet a woman, the woman gets in your for body, you already saw it from the gate. But you went ahead, you are now with her. The woman starts to show you who she really is. Then you will now say she's not respecting you. Whose fault is it? So to be honest, we need to be very careful here, because I've heard this a line of argument. The way to a man is to respect. How about the man coming in with respect as well? You're meeting a woman, you're coming in at that level. There is no way. There's no woman. Do you know women? They want to protect their homes. Nigerian women, when we know, Nigerian women love to protect their homes. They are willing to do what it takes to keep their homes. The problem sometimes is that the man is superimposing. You must respect me. Once you start to demand it, you are doing something wrong. People don't self-reflect. People don't sit down to think, you know what, maybe there's something I've done wrong here, because the way this woman just talked to me anyhow now. And you can even have conversations about it and say, babe, oh, the way you spoke to me just now, what was wrong? Were you having a bad day? Something, talk, open your mouth, talk. You'll be surprised. The woman will tell you, say, I don't like as you address me. I don't like as you talk, just content meet me like this. Unless the woman a devil, unless the woman they send them to you from wherever, or now you pick am wrong by yourself. Nobody demands anything. Men, naturally, when you love someone, you love them. They do not deserve it. You don't know why you just love this person. What do you do to gain somebody's love? You cannot do anything to gain anyone's love. If you do anything, that means that that thing when you do, let me the person loves you. The day that thing is not there, that love is gone. Same thing with respect. Please, sir, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to add to what you're saying. Respect is not something you get through work. You earn it naturally. You know, you don't coerce anybody to respect you. You don't ask for it. You don't demand for it. It's the way you comport yourself, the way you treat the other person, right? That alone will make you earn the respect that anything that you're looking for. You understand? So, but if you are not seeing it, just like you said, probably there's something you're not doing right. Like I tell people, if you want to sow, if you want to reap corn, if you want to harvest corn, all you need to do is to sow the seed of corn. When you sow that seed, I guarantee you, what you harvest will be much more than a single seed that you sowed. So if you're looking for respect, give it out, and it will come a multitude of you. It's a simple thing. That's the way I look at it. You
Okay.
understand? So you don't demand it. If you forcefully demand that it's starting somewhere, that's what I feel. It's earned. It's something that you earn it. You don't ask for it.
Thank you very
Can,
much,
can,
Mr.
can I
Yusuf.
can I speak on that issue?
Go ahead. Yeah.
You see, everything. There's one. I'm a science student. I'm a mathematician and I'm a science student. And there's one thing we all should know. You see, even the science itself is in the scripture itself. It's inside. The wise people discover it inside. You see, everything has principle. The principle is meant to guide you. The principle is just like the ingredient, the pivot. And if you don't follow if you follow the principle along the way, you can do some other thing. But the principle is the guiding portfolio for you to walk smoothly on that platform. That is one thing I want everybody to know now. There's a principle in everything. Even if if you buy a new gadget now, you got to look at the manual. The principle is there. If you go contrary, the machine will be acting abnormally until you follow the guideline in there. It is the same thing in marriages. There is a principle. When God said, when they said the women are the wicked vessel, it does not mean they are weak in terms of mental capacity or the way of things. The women, they are very easy, as God said just now, very easy to get into their heart. That is why it's very easy to be influenced. That is why the man is dead, to secure her. The thing where I'm going to is like this. When they said submit to your wife, that word submissiveness it is very big and heavy. It carries a lot of things inside. You see, when you apply respect, the way you apply respect to the world, to the other people, to the other person, you see, it is quite different the way you do it to your spouse at home. The principle of being submissive to your man or your woman is respect. It's respect. But people see it like submissiveness means bowing your head down. No, it's respect. He earned it the day he earned it the day he married you. It's not that he must do it to earn it. He earned it the day he married you. Because
sorry,
if you give your man, man,
1 second, Mr. Black Panther. Wait.
yeah,
He earned. What did he earn before? He earned the respect before he married her. So, in other words, you're saying that he did her a favor, so she must
no.
respect him.
If
That's
you
that's what he's
subject
coming
your
across.
if you read from that meaning, that is where a lot of people are getting it wrong.
But what's
It's
what you
not a
just
favor.
said?
Nobody's. I'm talking about. I was saying about principle now.
No. I'm sorry.
Before I came here, I was talking
Mr.
about
Black Panther,
principle.
you know, say you be my brother. I'm very, very sorry. But on this one, that's a no.
No, you are
What
not
you
getting me right.
No. The implication of what you just said now is that
See, that is
she gets
yeah.
it now. You know your word that they use now. He gets the respect the day he marries her. In other words, you're saying that he did her a favor, so thereby she must respect him. And I mean, they hear
No. I'm saying there's a principle. When you people came together as a friend, you are coupling yourself to get married. He will earn your respect, and she will earn your respect. Due to you have to position yourself to earn it. But when you marry, he now have to have that respect. He doesn't need to earn it again. He need to have it for mutual relationship. That's why I say submit to this and you submit to that. You both earn that respect.
Saying is both of them should respect themselves.
That is what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to. That is the principle.
That's what you should say. Now, the way you are saying
If
it,
you-
you're saying it. You wait, man. I should take it.
But I said something. I said submissiveness to both sides. Now you also understand where I'm coming from now.
Now, my brother, you're not talking. You say the day the man married the woman, he earned the rest. No, now that's what you said. So now
that is why I explain it. I explain it more for you to understand now.
The two of them go respect each other, right?
I said yes.
Okay.
I said when you are going out, the way you put respect to people when you are going out, they got to earn it before you not respect them. But when it comes to marriage, it's a different board game. He now wear the regalia of both of them now wear the regalia of respect. That is why you go. That's why they call it marriage union. You now wear it as your symbol, as what is going to guide you. That is the submissiveness. You know, submissiveness no mean say go there like mumu. Everything you talk you do. No, it is the respect. Because if you want to go on the road of respect, you have to subject yourself. You have to monitor. You have to look. At the end of it all, you now finally, submit to that respecting him or her. That is the ingredient. But when you look at the way of the world, when you follow it.
Respect does not, Mr. Black Panther, my brother, my very respected.
No, I'm telling you, this is physical experience. So I'm not talking from one book.
Wait, everybody different. If it be your own experience, my point, this is my point. Respect does not just stop. It doesn't just because the man or the woman don't marry, that means say respect is now automatically that's what is supposed to be. No, both parties are supposed to work towards keeping that respect going. It not be one day job. You have to keep doing it every single day. You have to wake up every day saying, I'm respecting my wife, I'm respecting my husband, I'm respecting every single day of your life. It's not a once you marry the man or the woman marry the woman. No. It's a
I don't need to explain everything to you. That is what I'm trying to do. I don't need to explain everything, but I want you to get the idea that it is not the way you manage people in the world is the way you now bring it to your marriage. That's a different ball game. That was why I objected to what this guy was saying. It is not when you come and he hypocritically analyze issue, then you not think that, oh, na good man be this. Na lie yo. Na lie yo. But when you are inside, it's a different ball game. You have to, it's marriage is a school. It's a school. It's not something that, oh, the waiting up for that man place, then go up for your place. The thing that happens inside is different. But one first thing is being submissive to both of you, being submissive to each other. That is one principle that guides. The woman loves. Like one of my friends, they always say, one of my guy that is saying, coaching people on marriage, said, look, he said, you a man should first like a woman. The woman will love the woman. You love the man, I mean. Then the man, when the man comes to the realization of loving the woman, it now becomes something that even his father cannot convince him not to love the woman. Even if they say, oh, you cannot know Africa, say you cannot marry from this tribe, blah, 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 blah. You cannot break it again because the man has followed the step and has now landed on the platform of love finally. Because he first liked the woman and he then now love the woman. But the woman will come and look at the man and watch the woman and watch the man love the man. The friend will now say, are you falling in love? That is one principle, because this thing is not you don't go to school for it. Oh. That is one. My father said, you don't go to school for marriage. Oh. You learn by following the principle, knowing the principle first. Then you now start learning inside. And you now have the wisdom to now give people wisdom from your own perspective. That it might not be your own, but this is what I experienced. That is why I'm giving you this wisdom. If it suits you, you follow. If it doesn't suit you, you don't follow. But it is wise for you to hold it as your own weapon to act on it and see if it will work, because marriage is a school. That as you go from one level to another, you develop yourself and you know yourself more deeper, and you come and see your wife as your best friend. That's another level. You see your wife as your best friend. You start acting the same way, start doing things the same way. They'll say, no man, I'm as your husband, and so it be. That is it. It's a school. You grow to an extent where you look at your wife as your best friend, and your wife will look at you as a best friend. Okay. You see that knot is so tight.
Okay, everybody. Okay, fantastic. One wonderful conversation about marriage. Let's progress to other conversations. Tato, do you have a topic you want us to talk about? Because today na cruise day. Anything we would like to talk about now we'll talk about. Meanwhile, while you're coming up with suggestions, if anybody has a suggestion on the platform, we can also talk about it on the panel. Sorry. Okay, Tato, you said, sir? Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel.
Sorry, my last submission on what Black Panther just said now. Just last submission, one or two words.
Okay.
Among every school qualification or career you pursue in life, right? Marriage is the only one that you are giving certificate before you are admitted.
Yep.
Other careers, you have to go into the courses first, and you pass through the exams before you're giving certificate after many years of course study, right? So it's only marriage that you are giving certificate from day one. So you go and sort out yourself. So marriage is a workbook, it's not a textbook. Go and work it out. Whatever you work out of it, that suits you, that work for you, both of you, that's your own what's it called? That's for you. But don't compare A and B. You know, everybody has his own unique way of getting it done.
That's true. Exactly. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel, for saying that. Everybody has their own unique way of doing it. Everybody has their own opinions on it. Whatever everybody talked about on the panel does not apply to everyone. You do your life as you think is good for you and as it is peaceful. I'm not here to give anybody advice or suggestions, you know. So now, as long as you have peace in your life, that's the paramount thing. So everybody get use your own yardstick, not use another person yardstick to describe am. Some people be dictator for their homes, and that's how they like it. Some dictatorship no dey work. Na communism. Some na democracy. So it depends. Choose the one, figure out the one wey go work for your own and move it forward. Okay, going on to another news. Me, I don't know whether una know. They say coup happen for Cameroon. Does anybody, is any allegedly? Oh, does anybody have any information about that?
I not really get information, but I think the next coup is going to be the Congolese.
You think so?
Yeah,
Why you say so?
because the feelers that we heard, the film, the videos that we got from it, and the president, you know, it's another French country. The president is telling them that anybody that does anything contrary is going to be ruthless, and he showed an example where people were protesting against this same, you know, people staying in the land, you know, another
Yeah.
foreign body stay in the land,
Is it
and
not
all of a
Congo that they
sudden,
fight people recently? They just
yes,
fight.
now he now
Oh
he
my
now
god!
spray well over 100 people were taken down, and
Hi.
the president spoke.
And he
That
was
was very,
talking tough. The president was
huh?
talking tough. The guy was talking tough. Oh, like he
Yes,
doesn't care. I'm
yes,
like, what
yes.
kind of human being is this for crying out loud?
I almost, my wife almost shed tears, and I told her, "Ah, you never not be African leaders. That's the way they behave. That's why sometimes when they bring them down, people say, oh, if we're not doing like this now, the man try his best. Let them go down. Bring them down the way you think it should go, because these people are wicked. Wicked. Look at the way he ordered the taking down of his own citizen that gave him the power because of Western influence. You bring down your own citizen. If something happens to you, you know, are you not? Do you want to have a village? You have a village that you go back to when you are old, and you now subject your people, bringing them down because they told you that they don't want this. Even if you arrested them and put them in jail, that one is a different ball game. But when you go so low, bringing your own people down to 6 feet, that is it looks like an unforgivable sin to me. Because when I watched the video, I started crying. My heart bleed. It's like God should give me the power. Let me appear before the president there and carry and come out. Can't give him serious latches, killing in butt everywhere, so that he will know the pain.
And then in the other news too, Kenny, thank you for mentioning this. Gabon, their coup is suspicious. People are talking about it. After all, now family members they be. Apparently, they say now the wife sponsor them.
Now
Allegedly,
cousin, now the cousin, now their cousin.
now their the man na their cousin, but they say now the wife sponsor them. But it be like say e no go the way the wife plan am.
Wife, that boy don't the plan since. Don't mind
the
them.
so that one dey ground. They suspect say maybe na even the same France na because they know they make noise about am. You know, so e get as e be. Someone still up in the air. You know, so
They if they say na France, I wouldn't say it's France, because the man that we are talking about subjected himself to the French Macron. He totally submission to Macron. There was no doubt. Because all of a sudden he was saying he can want to vie for president again. Because before these people they go for another election, they always consult with their Oga, which is Macron. And is what he say they do. So I don't see anything saying, oh, and somebody sponsor, friends not sponsor. I don't see any red flag there. I don't see any red flag. At the wife, I don't see any red flag there, because the man in question now that took over was in charge of the in charge of the guards in the state house, and he was also in charge of anti-corruption issues, whereby he said that members of the cabinet they are involved in corruption, and even the family they are involved in corruption. He said it. So for this coup to come to place, it needs the support of the military, who are not the family members, because the country has been going through a lot of issues which they don't want to reveal. The press closed door to all these issues. There's a lot of issues. As time goes on, the issue will be knowing a lot of issues that have been going on with the economy, why there are 2.4 million people, and you have resources that is commensurate to what you entail in Nigeria, because that's one of the richest African nations in Africa. Gabon is one after Nigeria. Gabon is the next. They are little, but they have a lot of resources. They are the highest. They have about 50 million tons of gold reserve. That should be the highest, second highest after England in the world. Then they are the second highest reserve of potassium, and they have uranium, and they have iron ore, about 6 billion tons reserve of iron ore in a population of 2.4 million. Don't you see how rich they are? And how now corruption, and now France now koloba them. They were giving France uranium and other things. Now the guy rise above them and said, no, there is big corruption and the people are suffering. Why? That was why he came in now. Corruption in government. That was why, and that's what is making all these military guys, they come in. And if they open the books, you see it. You see how stack of money in bags in the son's room, from the bedroom to the sitting room. See stacks of bag of money, dollars, euro, franc, all those stuff. So these are how low they've gone. And you see why they came in, because this man was in charge of the anti-corruption, and he made mention of the family involved in it, and the government and the cabinet. That was why he came in. So when they give all sort of route to that France, I don't believe them.
Let me play this video for us. And Mr. F. Emmanuel, I'll come to you after this video. Let me just play this video. This is about the Gabon coup.
Qui sont faites aujourd'hui, notamment orchestrées par Sylvia, née Sylvia Valentin, l'épouse d'Ali Bongo, pour pousser son fils.
Are you guys looking at it? It was orchestrated by his wife. Hold on.
Les tentatives qui sont faites aujourd'hui, notamment orchestrées par Sylvia, née Sylvia Valentin, l'épouse d'Ali Bongo, pour pousser son fils, leur fils Nourdine, dans le fauteuil du successeur.
What this man is saying is that Sylvia, Ali Bongo's wife, masterminded the coup because she wants to put her son in power. That her son is Nourdine, the one on the left here. And it seems the coup is not going according to plan because of what she did yesterday. But we'll come to that in a moment. Nourdine in this video is wearing a t-shirt worth nearly $1,000. The second guy by the right saying he doesn't know how much the money is, but they are campaign funds. His Valentino t-shirt is worth $500. Plus all the luxury cars they have, all this money they've seized so far is estimated to be up to 70 billion francs CFA. And going by the current exchange rate to the dollar, it should be about $115 million. They need to investigate the source of this money, who authorized the withdrawal, because these are crisp bank notes from a bank. Politicians can be this bold, taking money directly from the central bank. Also, according to Vincent, an independent journalist, there was an aborted coup in Gabon in January 2019. The soldiers involved talked about the state of health of Ali Bongo, who of course had a stroke in 2018, and they succeeded in taking control of Radio Gabon before the coup flopped. The most important takeaway from that coup is that all the major actors are from the same clan with Ali Bongo. So it has always been a family affair. If that coup of 2019 succeeded, it would have brought to power someone of the same extended Bongo family, or maybe the same circle of Umar Bongo, Ali Bongo's father, who had 55 children. The man wanted to turn Gabon to a constitutional monarchy
Oh
with the
yes.
help of France. He actually made the proposal, but they didn't take him seriously. This happened when Jacques Chirac, the former French president, was still the prime minister. So Umar Bongo's dreams and aspirations still lives in his relatives. They seem to believe that power should revolve around them, that no other person can take power in Gabon, like they are the founders of Gabon or the first-class citizens of Gabon. That's why the West haven't come down hard on them like they did in Niger. No one is evacuating like they did in Niger. They all feel it's a family affair, no cause for alarm. This brings us to the general, who is Ali Bongo's cousin, by the way. He will take oath of office on Monday. It is interesting that in the Francophone countries, they swear in their military heads of state or head of the transition committee, whatever they call it. Never mind that they took power by force. This means that the country is giving legal backing and recognition to their power. This also happened in Guinea recently. It doesn't seem like it happened in Niger. No pictures were released or videos. Why this is interesting is because France said they do not recognize the authorities in Niger. The people legitimize this power if they can use instruments of state to swear in a military head of state or head of transition, which for now is the highest authority in the country. They can't get more legitimate than that. Also, to prove that this is a family affair in Gabon, the military authorities annulled the elections instead of calling for a recount. Well, without prejudice, maybe they felt that the election was so flawed and irredeemable that it's better to conduct a fresh one. Though the presumed winner of the presidential election is not buying it, Albert Ondo, the candidate of the opposition party, is calling for a recount to be declared winner. Also, another family affair proof is what this lady did. She is Ali Bongo's daughter. She quickly congratulated General Nguema when the military appointed him to lead the transition. That's despite working full time during the campaign for his father's re-election. Whether she's doing it to get favors from the general or just to prove that she believes her father, Ali Bongo, is not fit for office, therefore she doesn't have any problem with his removal from power, whatever it is, but it doesn't look right that she campaigned for the man a few days ago. So it looks very much like a power tussle. They know that Ali Bongo is no longer fit to lead the country. They allowed him to conduct a sham election, and immediately the results were announced, they removed him and General Nguema, who feels he should be the next in line instead of Nuruddin, Ali Bongo's son, quickly took power and he quickly moved to arrest Nuruddin, who is his main rival in the power tussle. So since the military said they will give account to the people of Gabon after all the arrests and seizures, it will be interesting to see the punishment that all the people involved will receive. This will effectively disqualify Nuruddin from contesting for the presidency in the future, therefore clearing the way for General Nguema.
Je vous annonce que sur la base de vos propositions,
Anyway, let's see what Sylvia, Libongo's wife, did. She filed a complaint in France through her lawyers saying that she has been under arbitrary detention in Gabon.
Wow.
It's laughable because the French justice system does not have jurisdiction in Gabon. How are they going to enforce the order, assuming a court eventually orders her release? She also has a Gabonese nationality. Maybe she should have tried a court in Libreville. Oh, the court won't work because they can't make an order against the military. Even if they try, they will not obey them. If what Vincent, the independent journalist, said is true, that she orchestrated the coup in order to place her son on the path to succeed his father, that means things are no longer working according to plan. That's why she had to make the complaint in Paris. Maybe she wasn't expecting to be put under house arrest. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anything will come out of the complaint she made in France. because they know it's a family affair. And the Gabonese military have already assured the international community that they will respect all international agreements. That means France is safe. There's no threat to their influence in Gabon. All their companies have nothing to worry about. The status quo will be maintained. This is the main reason Western countries oppose and sanction military regimes, because most military coups are revolutionary in nature. They bring sudden changes to the system, like it is happening in the Francophone countries in the Sahel, where most of them have completely cut off the overbearing French influence on their countries. So Western countries won't oppose the Gabonese military as much as they are doing in Niger, because it's the Bongos that are still in power in Gabon. The struggle continues for the people of Gabon until they are able to get through democracy. Their situation may never change for the better. Western countries only care about their interests. The system of government is not really the main consideration. They can support a dictator in civilian garb, who, when you compare to a military regime, is worse. Look at what is happening in Central African Republic. It's a democracy, but they're doing things a military regime will think twice before doing. If they can't allow people to protest in a democracy and there are casualties in their hundreds as a result of police overzealousness and high-handedness, why is no one talking about it?
Exactly.
Hey there. Have
Hmm.
you ever flirted with the idea of outsourcing, but you're just not quite sure yet?
Everywhere you look in Africa, it's almost the same thing. In Nigeria, for instance, there are people in detention right now, despite a court order granting them bail.
Telling
That
you.
is what happens in a military regime. Why is it happening in a democracy? One local government chairman in Ogun State, Nigeria, accused the governor of misappropriating local government funds. Instead of the relevant state agencies to investigate the potential corruption, and if it turns out to be false, the governor may seek damages in court for slander. But no, they must intimidate a whistleblower or any opposing voice. That's why the SSS quickly arrested the LG chairman. Something that is a civil matter. Slander should never involve the police, except maybe the person refuses to come to court. So this is a major problem. Democracy can't grow in an atmosphere of fear. Free speech is guaranteed by the Constitution, but you dare not oppose them, or they will come hard on the person. When you see atrocities and human rights violations that go on in a supposed democracy and Western countries look the other way, one wonders the real meaning of democracy. The casualty numbers from insurgency, cattle headers, and farmers' conflict, and all security challenges in Nigeria the past decade alone are much higher than what we had during the military era. Western leaders all pretend that there's nothing wrong, even when it is proved that the state intentionally allowed some of these to happen. This was witnessed mostly during Buhari's administration. They pretended nothing was happening because most of the actors are the same ethnicity with people in power. If just 1% of what happened under Buhari were to happen in a military regime, you will see Western leaders running around, and within a few hours, sanctions will be flying everywhere. In the 90s, under Abacha's regime, the West placed Nigeria under heavy economic sanctions because of the Ogoni 9. Since 1999, how many times did they sanction Nigeria because there were casualties in a protest as a result of high-handedness of security agents? None, not a single time. In fact, the only people they've targeted are the military because of their human rights abuses and other infractions. But they never target the politicians who give the order in the first place. Why? In their own countries, any casualty resulting from high-handedness from overzealous agents, justice must prevail. The person must be found and tried, and in some cases, compensation paid. If they truly want us to believe that they truly support the growth of democracy in Africa, not the type practiced by politicians, they know we can't get justice here because politicians have hijacked every institution.
Exactly.
Even if you're lucky to get judgment in your favor from a court filled with patriotic justices, the executive branch led by politicians will never obey the court order. Yes, they don't obey court orders, and some incorruptible justices might suffer consequences if they pass certain judgments against them. So if they want us to believe that they genuinely support Africans in their quest for emancipation, then they must make sure they sanction these politicians on individual basis. Whether it's a president, a governor, any politician in a position of authority, they must target them one by one. Failure to do this means they are in collusion with them, and Africans will only be left with a military coup to revolt against politicians. Military coups will continue to be popular. Many people think that sanctions are not effective, but they are. A visa ban on a corrupt politician and his family will tame him immediately. Where are they going to spend all the money they steal? They can't comfortably bank them in local banks because they will be caught. If an African politician can't travel to EU country, United Kingdom, or America, he has nowhere else to launder the money to. He can't go on holiday. He can't even go to a meeting. He's stuck in his country. It will force them to behave better. It might even lead to their working for their citizens to make their country better, so that people wouldn't need to travel to Western countries to seek basic services, like going to a hospital in Europe to treat a minor ailment, which no European politician will do, and all other wasteful adventures they always embark on. So a politician who is a dictator in civilian garb is worse than a military dictator. They are just using democracy as cover. In a military regime, you know the law doesn't apply, so you can't take them to court. Even if you did, they won't obey the court order. So why is it the same thing in a democracy? Thanks for watching.
Hey, so I don't hear am o. Mr. F. Emmanuel, let me start with you. Then we'll go back to Black Panther and then we'll call it a day.
Oh boy, this one is a hard one. Oh. this one,
So, what are your
this
thoughts?
one, no.
Not be
In
really
fact,
serious.
fir- first of all, the Gabon stuff. I think very soon we are going to experience. They are going to experience a counter coup.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's looking like
that's what I'm thinking. They're going to experience a counter coup because right now, if you look at it, the whole family are in this. You understand?
mm,
So the average Gabonian or Gabonian also they they are still being affected with whatever their country is going through. Meanwhile, this immediate family of the president are the one hijacking the whole thing within themselves. So you'll be shocked that somebody from nowhere, right? You know why France they are not saying much about it because they are what they are benefiting from the country is not a tempered with. You understand? Their what's it called? Their agreement, so to say, is not being tempered with. So they are still going ahead to remain the Lord and Master as they've been before. You understand? So now, what I'm thinking is the wife of the president. I'm thinking it might not. I'm just thinking. It's my own thought anyway. Maybe that alleged that she's trying to make her son probably I'm the one it out. Is she the only one or it has more than one?
he's been married before. I
You
think that's his
understand? So
second marriage.
uh, so I think I'm suspecting something. There's something that is not clear in this whole saga. There's a lot of things that you and I and the media is not really projecting.
Yeah.
That we might not know. So at this point, there is a lot to be unfold because right now the whole country is in disarray because and the military you find out that the military you find out that they will become in two faction, two or even three faction. Why? Because everybody wants to belong to either from the wife side or maybe the cousin side or the other side. So because the truth is that whether we like it or not, somebody must be in power. So, but the issue, who does this favor? Who is he favoring right now? Is he favoring the wife side or is it nephew or is it the nephew side or the guy that is on seat right now? Because you'll be shocked that those that are supporting him right now, they must still go behind. Because I learned that the guy has a lot. outside the country. He has a lot of real estate also. He has a lot of money outside. That means he has been in the power, in the seat of power, even when the Ali Bongo is there. He has access to funds, you know, even when the original president was there. So at this point, if those other people that don't have those privileges get disgruntled, you find out that they might, come up with another counter coup, and before you know it, it becomes a bloodshed or so. Right now, nobody has lost it. There's no killing and all that, right? So that is my take. But there is a lot that's going to unfold this week. This week we are in now. You hear a lot because when this thing started, we didn't hear anything about the wife. We didn't know there was a grand plan that the wife has interest for her son to be the president.
I even
You
sure saying
know?
that she done the wrong thing since. I suspect because this man had a stroke. This same president, he had the stroke. Is
Yeah.
it 2017 or 18? You'll be surprised. And guess what? She's from a financial mogul in France. So she might even just
Oh.
planted with him to gain access. These people, oh my God. African leaders. Kai! No, we really
I
need
can
to,
see, the hand of France in this whole thing.
yeah, exactly.
I can see the
You
hand of
know?
France. It's just like seeing what's it called? Esau's hand, but what's it called? Esau's hand, right? But Jacob's voice.
Mhm.
So let's see how it's going to unfold. But right now, this whole thing is spreading across all African countries. That's my worry. That's
I'm
just my
not
worry
worried
right
though.
now.
If they are doing political realignment and getting rid of these gargoyles that they call president, I'm not worried. It's political realignment. We need to fix Africa. Me, I'm not worried. I'm happy for them. The ones I'm worried about is the election that they steal. The barbars,
Hmm.
the ancestors that sit there and don't want to leave. Those are the ones I'm worried about. Those are the ones that need those are the real cools. These ones are people who are saying we are tired, we want it our way. I know they fear those ones because I align with what they are fighting for. So I beg, who's to say the
But
democracy
you know
wey
that.
we get for this Africa?
Hmm,
How has it work? How has it helped anybody's life?
yeah, you're right. But you know that once they stage coup like this, sometimes it put the economy of that country on a kind of a hold, kind of
It's
a
good.
perpetual hold.
It will
You
make
know.
them look inwards and develop stuff for themselves. That is what it does. Make dem sanction. The people they're supposed to sanction, the gargoules that have been in office for decades. Imagine father and son running a whole country as if na monarchy. Wey no be monarchy.
Hmm.
Eh? There was no outcry about that one. When people don say they don tire, they use whatever means to get their country back. You dey let them learn how to fix themselves. They will learn to depend on themselves. That's the beauty about sanctions. Leave am.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that not why during Obasanjo's time, even Obasanjo na im stop the export abi na import of clothes or something, come ensure say people dey wear Ankara. Na Obasanjo time Ankara come popular. We have to learn to depend on ourselves. Everything we need is in Africa. These people sanction don't mean anything to us. During
Yeah, you're right.
Abacha's time,
Doesn't mean
people
anything.
got very creative and started looking for ways to take care of themselves. I beg, it's
Hmm.
about time. We're tired. Let them go. I align with any country that is saying I'm sick and tired of this BS. We need new. I support them behind Gidigba. You know?
How, how,
Like
how, will
like
this,
I
how, will,
like I always
how will
say,
this will happen in Nigeria?
like I always say,
Go ahead.
democracy, democracy is foreign to Africa. The reason why we have not been able to, why Africa is not stable is because we have not carved out our own system that will suit us. The Asians, they always carve out their own system. They put something that they will anchor on, that will look like democracy. but they will anchor on something that will hold them together. You see, their tradition, their way of life, they will anchor on something that will make their own system, but they will call it democracy. After all, everybody democracy, Abi. Okay, democracy. Anyhow, want to do, but it must favor the people. But Africa have not really sat down to reanalyze it and look for which one will suit them. Rather, they are doing copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. And look at what copy and paste has led us to. Copy and paste has led us to, you know, a lot of insecurity, a lot of nepotism, tribalism, different kind of things that will make you hate, even hate the place you came from, the country itself. That is why we keep on saying, for you, look, every Nigerian that really knew from the point of history down now, we all know what our problem is. Like I usually say, if you put somebody who does not have that mentality or that IQ which Obi has now, because I know what Obi, if Obi comes in, I know what he's going to do. I can say, if I say 10 things, I will get 3. Because he has said it. What the definition of what he meant, that we cannot continue with this rascality. For you to change that rascality, you have to go down to the root or causes of the rascality, and that is our constitution. You have to break it down. You have to devolve power from the central first, so that people will now see the dividend. Then now, people are seeing it. United people come. We need to change that constitution so that you have your own police, you have your own local government yourself. Your local government will be your government, while the central government will just be like supervisor and play their role of big father and take care of the army, the police, central police, and other things. Those are the kind of things. Then you concrete our traditional head into the constitution. We don't need no religion. We don't need any religion for the constitution. We know really. Just say we are one before God. Finish. We don't need any religion inside our constitution at all. That is the problem. Because when you mention one religion, this other religion will say, oh, you must mention us. We are all one in front of God. We are all equal before the Almighty God. Simple. Nothing else. That and all this matter of state, cancel. In your book, and then they cancel state. So that we now start to build a mentality whereby we don't see ourselves coming from state. Rather, we know the ethnic group, or we know where our history comes. They'll start to teach our children the history, the origin, so that we have what we call mutual respect for each other. Not to come and tell me I'm from Kano, I'm a Northerner, I'm an Easterner, I'm from. Those things should be cancelled. Those are the things they use to siphon or to manipulate Nigerians, the gullible ones, so that they will stand on the platform of I am from this side, let my brother rule. Those are the things. Let my Yoruba brother rule. That is why you see there are some tribes are so angry with the East. What is the anger? We don't even know. Something that has passed, that if people have agreed, you now brought it back. The reason why he brought it back is just to make a political point and start siphoning money and start sitting in power. You now say this man is bad. If he comes here, he's going to scatter it. But what have you done as a tribe that you've been ruling? How successful is Nigeria? How successful after ruling for 20 years, 18 years? What is your report sheet? Your report sheet is that a lot of people buy, a lot of hunger in the land, our economy is down, we are no longer anything in Africa. You see, those are the things we know we should all think into, because the fundamentals of a country must be taken into consideration, must be what should be taken into consideration before having a federal state. Because you cannot act under the trajectory of a constitution that was not upheld by you, was not written by you, but it was a decree. We keep on saying we don't know. This was a decreed constitution that was cutting, they cut it from 1963, cut and join. They now put religion, now put what do they call it? Islamic religion inside, now put Christian inside, everything scattered. That is what we are having because we did not think, they did not allow Nigeria to think and agreed on something. But thank God we have a to stand up, the GJ Constitutional Conference. We have that one. It's a beautiful template that we can start on. From there, we can start to amend what needs to be amended if the next generation comes. These are something we can hand over to because that one is if not 90, at least 80% okay for us to start from. Not this decree they gave us, which is talking about tribe, we're talking about quota system, we're talking about where you come from, talking about Islam, talking about Christian, talking about 3 tribes, major tribe. Those are all, that's not a constitution. Calling us minority. How are we minority? Were we not existing before Nigeria? So why should you say I'm a minority? That is what your constitution is saying. It only recognizes Wazobia. But people don't know it. People that are saying that we should follow it, they don't know. They know that thing is Wazobia. They know. Even Wazobia, come on the Bia. Now Wazo, now be the constitution now. Wazo, no more Bia because the Bia, they don't want the Bia because they are afraid of the Bia because they say the Bia is he monopolized. The Bia is too progressive. The Bia has financial power. You know, all those kind of things. That's why they cut off the Bia now. That is the Bia we are fighting now. Now we don't. You see, when I say no Bia, we want Bia. We want the Bia now. They are refusing us.
Anyway.
That is why we say the Wazo is what is ganging up together to take that constitution because they believe that constitution belongs to them. Then we are now called minority. We beg them to give us food, and we are the one paying the bills of the country. So that is the issue there. Until we recognize it, we are not going anywhere.
Thank you very much, Joe, Black Panther. Thank you. I'm going to be wrapping up now so that everybody can go enjoy the rest of their Sunday weekend. Guys, thank you very much, Mr. F. Emmanuel. Thank you, Mr. Black Panther. Thank you for your contributions. I appreciate it. Today was just cruise day. We're making some noise. Make some noise. I wonder where that man be right now. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Come, I notice so now they give me super chat at all anymore. We are not even the bother. Eh? Now wow, they say I offend in a way, but hey, wetin person go do for the love of country. Casey, welcome. The powers that stopped the people's choice back then are the same powers that want my brother. Na true you talk, oh. Na true you talk, but you know what? All hands on deck. We only have today waiting today now. Wetin be today's the 3rd, right? We have 12 more days to go, or 13 more days to go. We will see now. The truth will surely come out one way or the other. Dem must shall give that judgment. Whether na for whether na we go know. We go know. Guys, let me bring this show to an end for tonight. We'll probably resume back again full political content from tomorrow. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for taking your time, your precious time, your Sunday, the day that you're supposed to be kicking back and relaxing. You came to spend with me. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate it. Even though now they buy me mangoes again, but okay now. Kene. Kene. How many times I call you Kene? You say you dey look for you dey look my afro, they look for lies. Oh, Kene, you will not see what you are looking for. You will be disappointed. You will be disappointed. You go look, you not go see. Eh? Yes, so Tato, I'm from Burkina Faso. Aminata from Burkina Faso, please. Yeah, aka Aminata. I'm on yes corner, aka Aminata from Burkina Faso, from Mali, from Niger, from Guinea, from all over Africa. Forget. Eh? That's me right there. I'm all African. Anybody wey no like am, make dem go sit on top of hot stove. I no care. So why you disappointed, Kene? Egbami. What's disappointing you that be here laughing and joking and teasing everybody? Wetin dey disappoint you? Your time is precious. I know, Kenny. I know your time is precious now. Absolutely. Eh? Kenny, wetin dey disappoint you? You say I'm disappointed in a good way. Egbami. Cold don dey catch for Canada. Kenny, that's the question I have to ask. Eh? Yes, so Eunice, I'm Africa. I am Africa. You want to know Africa? Here I am. I don't carry the matter for head. That land must be good. We must get our continent back. I beg, I no fish out. Too much, just too much. So, guys, I thank you very much. I appreciate all of you now. All those that joined me tonight. I thank you greatly. Kenny, you say it's getting chilly a bit. Hey, I talk am. Let make you they talk. They talk so you are disappointed. Wetin dey disappoint you? The cold is making you say things that you don't want, that is not quite aligning. Eh? If they dey disappointed, a whole you. I never heard it before. Say Kenny is disappointed. Unto what? You want to be say now you be our cheerleader for here. Yes, so cheers to good week, everyone. I appreciate you guys. So we'll resume our political gbas tomorrow. So hopefully, before I leave you guys, which country you say next go to do coup? I beg. Because every day now they write names of countries now. Which country you now they look forward to next for disruption?
I'm thinking of Cameroon, between Cameroon and Nigeria.
Okay. That's
Yes.
Cameroon go sweet o. That man don dey there forever. Biya. When e be like say the guy get Alzheimer's. You no even know where e dey again. I go happy for Cameroon.
Paul Biya,
I'm telling
a
you.
guy wickedness in high places.
I'm telling you how you go dey. The man dey live for Switzerland. He say the air for Cameroon not good for him. But hey God, what insult!
I,
Africans, we too gentle. We need to change that attitude. I'm sorry.
I no blame the man. I blame the Cameroonian to an extent, because if the Cameroonian themselves rise up, they say no. 42 years, they are still in power. What are you doing?
You know, say
As the Cameroonian life getting better.
But Cameroon is divided. There's Francophone, there's the French side and the English side. And the French side has been dominating the English side. So there's
Of course,
always
now what do you
that
expect?
problem of coming together. I think that's their major problem. The fact that they have two sides in that country. And they did it intentionally.
Yeah.
You understand? So they always impose the French side and the English side. That one I know for free. So that's why it's difficult, because the French people now, because they don't brainwash them saying that French owner you will take, right? The English ones now they
Yeah.
don't have option. You know, so that's not the problem. Divide and rule. If they can come together and
Once,
put the whole thing aside, they will
yeah,
fit
once
it.
they've divided the country against itself, so it will be difficult.
Exactly. So that they can sign phones. So that's why. So that's why I think that it would be nice if they can have that. Maybe they even that French when they speak that. Take away, change the lingua franca, choose one language for your country to make the main language. I'm telling you, may every African country do the same thing. But anyway, I hear you on that, Cameroon. So let's hope tomorrow some good news happens. na Cameroon. We'll be here to celebrate. And then
And
and
the
I
beauty
still want
of this coup, the
eh?
beauty of this coup is that all the other countries that have been docile, have
Uh,
been quiet, have been suffering in quietness and be smiling in quietness and in poverty. I guarantee you, they are getting strength now.
yes, just from the things
They are
that
getting
happen.
strength now.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You're right. Misty, you're right. Uganda, Museveni, that man needs to go. I beg. That man needs to go. Hey, that man need to go. There are plenty where they need to go. The reason why I don't really want her for Nigeria now because of Peter Obi. Because I don't know if that kind of thing
Yeah.
happens for Nigeria, whether they go give it. Because now Peter Obi I want, I think he's the best answer for Nigeria. Now in balance, but
Abi.
military they've been bought over.
No,
They don't
but
spend
do you know that even Obi, eh,
uh,
there is he won so much in the military this thing during the election. You understand? So there's a lot of military people that want him in, but
yeah,
it's
that
just that
voted him in.
eh,
Exactly.
the power
Exactly.
that be are suppressing them and giving them money and all that, so they are just keeping
Yeah.
quiet. The truth is that a lot of military people they want Obi, they
Exactly.
want that change.
And I think that that's probably why they are not making a move. Maybe they too, they've thought they may have considered it, but they're also deciding, you know what, let's wait for the people. Because the truth is, the thing I will ask is, if the military fit side with the people and the force, and then all the forces push side with the people, almost game over.
Mm.
If they no go
It's
agree,
going
make
over.
they
It's true.
use them. If they no go agree, make they use them. It's game over.
Mm.
That's the only thing. I
It's true.
hope say
You're
that
right.
they think along that line. Say, you know what? Let's join, come together for the unification of this country. Otherwise,
Mm.
but I really want Peter Obi. Now, Peter Obi, I want. I don't want any. That's the only reason why I'm against military coup in Nigeria. To be honest, that's the only reason. Otherwise, it's a say that maybe between E and Atiku or more, maybe military come, Biko, I beg fast. You know. Ha, it's true. Thank you so much, Mr. F. Emmanuel. I really, really appreciate you spending time and being on the panel with me. Thank you for your insight on, relationship
No
and marriage
wahala.
and all of that. Very balanced. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Definitely. We
You're
have
welcome, sister.
great men. Sorry?
I say you're welcome, my sister.
Yes.
Fortunately enough, it's your sister I got married to. My wife is
Oh,
from
that's
Okpekpe.
wonderful.
I think Isako East or so.
Okay. So you are family now. That's great. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
sir.
so now. Yes, so
Thank
thank
you.
God.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
All right.
evening. Yes, sir.
And
All
you
right.
too. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. So, guys, everybody, wetin I go talk be say, live your life the way you want to live it. Manage your life and do what works for you, what gives you peace. Okay? Make sure you make sure you choose someone who will respect you, that you can also respect. There's no point being with someone you cannot respect, because you won't last. Look for somebody who you can respect and that can respect you, and that you guys can do things together and make sense of it. And let's hope for the best. Let's hope. I'm looking forward to Cameroon, Uganda. Who else is on that table? Other countries. I just hope we need that political realignment in every aspect of Africa. If we do that one, the leaders can now come together and form a healthier and stronger union. Let's create another African union, not the rubbish that they had and the ECOWAS. They need to scrap that thing, throw away their everything inside dustbin. You know, Rwanda, yeah, Rwanda. I saw somebody made a list actually. I saw it, I think it was on Twitter. Somebody made a list of all the people that they're expecting something to happen. But Rwanda don't reshuffle now. Don't reshuffle in military. You know what? You don't want to hear anything. Oh God, man. Now wow. Anyway, my people, Kenneth, thank you very much. Oh, God will bless you whether you like it or not. Thank you, Misty. Tato, my darling, thank you specially. I really appreciate you for your consistent support. Always being here. I really, really do. I appreciate each and every one of you. To all my village people, hey, it was such joy to see everyone. Cynthia, Casey, Neka, Marriott, my darling Marriott. Only Mirabel and not see. Mirabel, wherever you are, I love you. I miss you. Please, oh, let's hear from you soon. I hope you're doing good. And who else? Tony South. That one has already gone to bed. OJ Moa, Romari, my darling, soft life girl. Romari and enjoyment na 5 and 6. I beg. Like I say, Romari, please come and adopt me. Oh, I beg. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys on my next live. Good night to Mirabel and Chinye. Yeah, Chinye. I haven't seen Chinye in a while. That's true. Mirabel, I haven't also seen in a while, but I hope they're all doing well. I miss you, Mirabel, but not all your wahala, sha. Mirabel and Trouble and 5 and 6. Eh? All right, guys. Good night. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.